What's up? Hey, hey, hey. It's been a long time since I did one of these, hasn't it? It has been quite a while indeed. I was looking to do one throughout December, but yeah, stuff happened. Stuff happened. How are you guys doing today? Hello, Chris Gaming. Gokito. Gogito. I have no idea how to pronounce your name. Determined Human 14. Upograte? I have no idea how to say that either. Panayovis, if I remember correctly. Gino, always. Ratch CV, that one object animator, and Tanups to Kill. Gogito. Goji. I have to pronounce. I have to practice. I have to practice these things. Very unusual to say what's up for some reason, lol. What are you doing? Everybody does it. Well, maybe not everybody, but at least the vast majority of them do. In which case, that counts as everyone, so, yeah. Oh yeah, Happy New Year's, guys. Nothing special with me. Got any topics? Usually when I do these chatting streams, I don't really have a set topic. I just let chat drive it, because I don't know, it's just a way of engagement, I guess. It's just the technique that I use without even knowing it. Some funny stories to tell? No, not really. I don't really have any funny stories. Hello? Sun? The sun thing? The sun? Why is my life so horrible? I have no idea, but if something's getting you down, then don't worry. It will get better, I promise. Life does get better. Take it from me, okay? I literally thought I lost everything over a year ago, but now I'm here. I have more than ever before. There are massive lows in life, but there are also massive highs. And just know you cannot stay happy forever. I'm sorry to say that, but that's the harsh truth. It's like the stock market. It's going to go up high, it's going to come back down again. So that's just life. What's your guys' favourite food? I don't really have that much favourite food, if I must be honest with you. If I had to choose, it would be the S-tier garlic bread. Garlic bread is like the S-god tier of garlic bread. It's the best bread ever. Yeah, shit happens all the time. Have I ever played Undertale Yellow yet? I have played Undertale Yellow, and to be honest, okay, the reason why I'm a little bit lost with Undertale Yellow is because it has a great story and all. It has a great story, but the balancing is not really that great. Like, I get the point is to, like, armor up so you can beat these things easily, but it took me, like, 5 tries to get past the second boss. 5 tries. Not even halfway through the game. And I'm dying this much. Papyrus didn't give me that much trouble. And he's far easier. Explain the taste. Bro, you cannot explain the taste of garlic bread. You cannot explain the taste. Hey Hunter. Sorry, I was just reading messages. Captain Blue. Oh jeez, where are these new people coming from? I cannot wait. I cannot explain how much suffering I went through against the genocide final boss. I've seen 2 videos of it. I've seen the no hit by Event here, and I've also seen the TAS by Null and Void. So there you go. And as for that reason, I am not going to do the genocide run, because alongside that, even getting there is tough enough, because your healing items that you get close to the end of the game aren't even that good. You have 92 HP, and the best healing item heals like 40 HP. I don't know what was going through the developers' minds when they did that. I have no idea how it even made it past playtesting. They had 7 years to make the game, and I'm still disappointed. Don't get me wrong, great graphics, great story, but the balancing could be so much better. Fan games are getting a little too difficult. By the way, Delta Traveler 4 game is about to be the best unbalancing ever. If I'm really honest, I'm not really that excited about Delta Traveler anymore. I mean, Section 3 is more balanced than Section 2. I know that because the people who did the no-hit of the final boss. I'm not going to say to prevent spoilers. But, you know, it's just turning into an edgy, goofy game. I know it was meant as a joke, and it should have just stayed at Section 1. It really should have just stayed at Section 1 if it was designed as a joke. But as it's now being taken seriously, it's just going to get boring. There are like 7 sections planned for the whole thing. And if it takes you 2 hours to get through Section 2, then... Hey Bernard, how's your day going? Hey Valentin, I'm doing okay. What about yourself? Great fighting mechanic for Undertale Yellow, makes me want to do neutral run over and over again. Honestly, neutral is the worst. Neutral is just the worst. Like, in terms of balancing, it's just so bad. The humor in Delta Traveler is so Tumblr. Like, I get it. It's a joke game, but do the characters have to swear so much? Like, Susie says the S word. Sorry, I can just say it. Susie says the word shit so many times that it's not even canon to the original Deltarune personality, and that's what I don't like about it. It isn't trying to mimic the actual personalities of the characters. I mean, Noelle says fuck. Noelle says fuck. I'm not even kidding. I wish I was. Like, these are like teenagers wandering through 7 worlds. And they just go saying something like that. Like the FNAF movie, it's not meant to be canon. Okay, if it's not meant to be canon, then at least try and make it somewhat similar, like Undertale Yellow has. It has a tie-in with the lore of Undertale. I'm not going to go into specifics there because... spoilers! Hey, Rise. Noella's an innocent baby. She'd never... Noella's not a baby! Noella's not a baby. Sans saying how was the fall is the best thing about the game. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that. Does he actually? Hey Cupmaster, how you doing? Hey -1, she does on obliteration. Rousey says doobie. That part's funny. That part's funny. If you want to look around... No. No. No, 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 no. Hello, Soul. I'm okay for the most part. I'm glad to hear you're all doing well. I'm glad to see some positive vibes at the start of the year. It's always nice to see people just like how... Just relaxing and chilling. As they should do on New Year. It's a new start. It's time to refresh. It's time to get started on something new. How would I feel if I were trapped in a digital world and forced to go through 7 worlds that could be described as literal hellscapes? How would I feel if I got trapped in a digital world that could be literal hellscapes? It would be like death, because I would be dead. It's just like... Johnson will be lucky to take his box of shit out of the building. Who's Johnson? Hi, Chris. I want to make a meme where Sans in Delta Traveler said, "How was the fall?" And then Susie responded with, "If you want to look around." Then Fell Sans came out of nowhere saying, "Give us your balls." And then Susie would be like, "I'm sorry, we don't have any." Bad joke, I know. I'm sorry. Everybody talks about how was the fall, but nobody talks about how was the call. Ooh. You're off the perk, sorry, VTuber. VTuber? No, I'm not a VTuber. I never was. Like, you see the two characters on screen right now? They're both static. And plus, I don't even have the setup to become a VTuber. Like, I have a camera and all, but don't really want to be. Angela VTuber model in 2024. You know what? If there is one, it's not supported by me. Well, yeah, you can do it with images. I have seen it being done. And I might honestly try that one day. But I won't have anything like Molokor does, where he has this character that reacts to his facial movements. Will I play Geometry Dash on stream one day? I already have, and as I've shown before, Geometry Dash is just not my type of game. I heard there's been an update that adds a whole bunch of things. I might try that. I might try that. Yeah, 2.2. That's the latest one. G. Excellent. It's too lazy to change my PFP to the holiday one. So was I. Does it make me a criminal to eat an already dead corpse? Why would you eat that? That's disgusting. I personally find VTubers a bit unsettling with how the VTuber's avatar sometimes stares into the camera's soul and doesn't respond well to the streamer's emotion. I respect it, but it's not for me. Fair enough. It's not for everyone. Nobody's going to care, but I came back to Need for Speed modding. Yes, I mod old games. people are going to care about that, dude. Just because no one here doesn't mean anyone won't. Let me rephrase that. If people don't show their care here, then they'll show their care someplace else. Adds a lot of stuff to the in-game status, which is not really beginner-friendly. True. You had to eat the dead cultist. I had nothing. Dead cultist? There's a cultist living in your apartment. Eh? I can't tell if you're being serious or if you're role-playing. In general, I don't get the appeal of OCs, but hey, it's just probably my personality. I think from my personal experience, is that when people make an OC, it's just something that they imagine themselves as, or something like that. Like, I don't imagine myself looking like that, obviously, but if there is an original character that you create just for yourself and you just dream of being like this person, it's kind of like a superhero on TV. It's just someone you look up to. You want to be like them. You imported the car slash from SR and it broke a lot of things. Like what? Send me DMs with your errors and I'll try and see them. $1 million to look like Angela. If you have it, go for it. No, honestly, I can't even see someone even cosplaying as Angela. Like, I mean, the expression is very simple, but how are you going to change your eye color? I guess you can use contacts, but I don't know. It's just weird to imagine. It's just weird to imagine. Did I ever play a Souls game like Bloodborne or Sekiro? I tried playing Dark Souls 2 once, and I could never get past the first area. He broke in to take my soul. Okay, microwave fingers tasted kind of bad. What are you even saying at this point? Just walk with one eye closed and draw the yellow and blue over it. You once tried Elden Ring and got bored after 30 minutes. Eat the banana peel. Every time you die, your HP is lower. Really? Ugh. Sonny, is this a fan fiction or something you're writing in chat? Because this is just plain creepy, man. This is plain creepy. We need to put this guy in Arkham Asylum. Of course, I'm just messing around. Well, don't. Because someone's going to take you seriously, and God knows where that's going to lead. I've been there, and to be honest, I really don't want to go there again. Kuro, basically the girl I'm in the story writing about. Idelia, a performer, Louisiana. Basically Kuro's friend. Oh, nice. And Clara, a scientist. Do not let bro near school grounds. Yep. Don't let them hang outside the gates. The next episode of How to Catch a Predator is going to be that guy. I remember when Sans in OG Undertale, Sans turn around and shake my hand. I remember, turn around, kid, it'll be a crime. If I had to go back on the promise that I made for you, so don't step over that line or else you're going to have a bad time. You sent the error in DMs? Okay, I'll check it after. So then you went to eat some normal food, and then what happened? Hey, Arian. What is GOL? What do you mean? Aren't you glad I cut the incest out of the wacky woohoo story? A little bit. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Have I ever played Cuphead? Yes, I have indeed played Cuphead. What do I think about the people who don't want to play Undertale just because of the graphics? They don't appreciate gameplay. Can we please time out, son? You know what? If he continues to go about this story, then absolutely. Mac and cheese, now you have a disease, or else you're going to watch Disney's. Do where these lines that come from my mind came from? I have no idea. Yeah, Rise is back for, Rise has been back for a while. Now you have another problem. You know what, Gina? Keep a list of them and send them to me in DMs. Because I cannot help you program and chat with my audience at the same time. Never heard anyone seen anyone say that? Oh, okay. Still stares at you for 10 minutes straight, or... What? Cuphead is peak game, I 300%ed and got all achievements. I can say it's amazing. Even though it's really hard. I agree. Yeah, Cuphead is definitely a very good pinnacle of gaming. It is an amazing game. Hold on 1 second. Anyway. Yeah, Cuphead is definitely in the top 10. Certainly in my top 10, that's for sure. Did I hear about the Bendy and the Ink Machine movie? They're making a Bendy and the Ink Machine as well? They're turning everything into a movie nowadays. Dude, don't tell me there's going to be an Undertale movie. That will just ruin everything. April Fool's stream idea. Start stream with just the music and leave it there. Do nothing, don't chat, just leave it like this with only the music and chat. Dude, I'm not that evil. When Chris Pratt was selected to play Sans, I cried out of pure joy. Like, it's bad enough we're getting a Minecraft movie at some point. It's bad enough. Like, I expect it to be nothing like the sort. Hey, Fretful. Banger music, let's go. Indeed. And a Zelda movie, apparently. Imagine in the UT movie, Frisk's gender is actually gender neutral like that. It's going to be so funny. Nah. Nah. I don't think that's going to how it works. Can't wait for Syl to voice that nobody in the Underball movie. Underball? What the hell is Underball? Let's pray a damn Skibidi toilet movie never comes. I hate that image in my brain. Like, why? Just why does Skibidi toilet even exist? It can join fanfic writers in hell. It has a special spot in hell just reserved for itself. Why am I so against a Minecraft movie? Because every movie I've ever watched that is adapted from any game just ends up shattering my expectations. Like, I expect it to be accurate. I expect it to be funny. I expect it to be, well, maybe not canon, but close to it. I expect it to have a very decent voice acting. Like, when the Mario movie came out, and I found out that... I get this is common media knowledge, but Mario just doesn't sound like Mario. Like, no character in the Mario animations in the Mario movie end up having the same voice as they do in the games. Like, I would be absolutely down to see someone actually make an AI voice acting of the Mario movie. Audio only. But I would love to hear it. I would love to hear Mario speak in the voice I expect him to. Skibidi Toilet is supposed to be a symbolical. There's a film theory about it. I am not watching that. I am not watching that. I feel like if Toby made an Undertale movie... Dude, if it was directed by Toby, that would be a different story. That would be a very different story. The darkest, deepest pit of hell is open for Skibidi Toilet. Exactly. Yeah, I'm hoping that it's animated. Sort of like Glitch Tale or something. Imagine Toby Fox becoming a director. He already is a director. He's a director of Undertale and Deltarune. And I'm sorry, a bit of spoiler for those who haven't seen the Mario movie. Come back in a minute if you don't like spoilers. But in the Mario movie, there is one detail that they didn't get right, and I'm absolutely gobsmacked by how accurate it actually is. The you know, on the Mario Kart scene where they're on Rainbow Road and this Koopa's vehicle explodes and he turns into a blue shell, he doesn't even go for first place. Despite the fact that blue shells only attack the racer in first place. Like, what kind of blue shell goes for second place? I get it. If the first person has already crossed the finish line, then that can happen. But there was no finish line. Not yet. So why did the blue shell go for second? That was just a small detail, I didn't even see it. Dude, you have to watch that again. You have to watch that again. Just search up the clip on YouTube, it's already there. Why Skibbity? Just why? Hello, Super Eden. The moment when I already forgot the Mario movie. Honestly, who even remembers the events of the movie? The blue shell was a paid actor. Well, I can say you definitely went against the name you got for yourself, Mr. Idiot. That must have been nightmarish. Pro tip, always bring headphones. Or AirPods, whichever work. Whatever you can fit in your ear. I can't remember each detail, lol, but probably because Mario was first in the Not Koopa group. That is true, actually. In Mario Kart, if you race in teams, then it only goes to first place on the other team. Like, the first person, first place on blue, then... I don't know, was the Rainbow Road scene 12 different races, or was it 6v6? I don't even know. Just so much has happened, I can barely remember what I had for lunch yesterday. Eden is right, in teams, it matches the blue shell. Team matches the blue shell, targets the highest place of the opposing team. That's the only time where you can fire a blue shell in first place and not have it target you. Am I the only one who does that? I just carry a blue shell all the way to first place and use it there. Is purple a natural eye color? I don't doubt it. It probably isn't. But I don't doubt it. That's a speedrun category. People speedrun carrying a blue shell to first place? Lavender eyes. That'd be awesome to see. I've never seen anyone who has lavender eyes. Blue yourself is a very... Blue yourself. What? That's what it's called? Blue yourself? That just sounds so wrong. The strats are insane. How do they do it? How do they get a low time in Blue Yourself? Yeah, it sounds so out of context. Like, you wouldn't just go up to someone and just say, "Hey you, Blue Yourself." You just wouldn't do that. Like I said, just use God powers and get new eyes to cosplay Angela. No, don't do that, ever. That'd be so cursed. Like, Angela isn't even real. Just I don't even want to imagine what she would look like IRL. I just do not want to imagine that. Hey, Ken. We're just talking about Mario Kart. Because, I was explaining something about the Mario movie. They start on GBA Mario Circuit, pray for good items, take the glider ramp, and pray the CPUs are in a very specific spot. Why GBA Mario? Oh, it is a short track, so I guess. And blue dabba dee dabba die. Yeah, there should be a category in Undertale called Blue Yourself. Because you can turn blue. The glider ramp also allows... Yeah, because you can go over the wall, can't you? I've never done that in time trials because, well, it's slower, for one thing. What did you do on New Year's? I didn't do anything on New Year's. I just sat here, looked out my window, and stared at the bright lights. Opinion about tomboys. Ask me that in 10 minutes. What do I do when I'm far in the level and listening to your stream? There's no pause time. Turn the sound off. And also green, purple, and yellow yourself. Hey, you know what you should do? You should green yourself. Why did they call it blue yourself? Why didn't they just call it like blue shell percent or something? Hey Enzo. Alright, Sonny, see you when your Wi-Fi gets better. Hey, Zen. I didn't realize you showed up. Blue yourself is funny, though. Is it? Come on. Yellow yourself. That's a very childish way of saying pee yourself. Best way to threaten someone. Dude, do not ever say these to anyone. Yeah, I guess meme categories exist. What's the world record for blue yourself? Speedrun.com. If it even is on speedrun.com. Category extensions. Wow, I'm still banned from speedrun.com. What? 34 seconds? "34 seconds on Blue Yourself." Hang on, let's watch this together, okay? Let's watch this together. Let's get it up. Oh yeah, and after this I might do a another Hunger Games thing. So if you want to see that, then feel free to say, right? So, okay, blue yourself. Okay, so he's using Wario with the teddy buggy and button tires. Were those sponge? Those are sponge tires. Hey, Bags. Konnichiwa! Sorry, that's the only Japanese I know. And I know how hard it is for foreigners to understand English. Okay, GBA Mario Circuit. I get it, because this is a very short, what they call bagging track, where they just sit in the back and just get powerful. Yep, he's going to bag. He's got a star with mushrooms. Of course, gotta get those coins. Gotta grab the coins. While we're on the topic of Mario Kart, I do want to rewatch some world records. And okay. Okay. Dude, the tire nearly hit him. If the star lasted a bit longer, he would still be able to carry on and win the race. That's just so funny. Hey, Skelly. Right, let me... Oh, where is it? MK8 Deluxe. Oh, wow, it's still updating. There's some popular ones. We gotta talk about this one. We've got to talk about this one. Watch the world record history video. I'll put that on my to-do list. Like, this is the first world record video I ever watched on this channel. Like, it's the first time I ever knew about Mario Kart 8 world records. Like, I know the ghosts are stored online, but not everyone has the money or even the patience to keep their bills up to look at the world records. So I'm glad that this channel even exists. This shortcut's just ridiculous. Like, I always take it from the top because the bottom one is really precise because you have less height to work with. And this is not even the world record either. This was set 3 years ago. It's only gone down by 0.2 seconds in the past 3 years. And it will likely reach its stopping point really soon. The world record is this one here. Dude, the top 10 is really, 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 really cramped. Like, unlike other tracks like Shy Guy Falls or even Electrodrome. This is just absurd. Like, my best time on this track is only a 1 minute 1.941. I think I can get 0.7. But, hey, I'm not actively trying for it. This is just like one of those prime examples of this is just one of those prime examples of playing a track for years just to squeeze out every possible frame, because this is very dangerously close to the limit, at least from what I know anyway. Like, this can only go down about like another 1/10 of a second, and then it's pretty much impossible to improve. That's absolutely insane. Yeah, technical is a go at this. Yeah, let's watch his Wii Rainbow Road world record. 151.337. My best time on this track is only 157. Yeah, I know he's good at Geometry Dash as well. I've seen his reactions. And he pretty much has the world record on every Rainbow Road in this game. Well, not every Rainbow Road. SNES Rainbow Road is only held by, like, the, what's it? The Japanese players or something? I don't know. The people who put, like, not that much time into the track, because it's really, really short. Wait, it's faster? I thought you had to get the half-pipe boost to get faster. Yeah, I'm glad that they brought this track back for the Booster Course Pass. It's such an amazing track. And definitely the best finale to Mario Kart 8. Yeah, Wii Rainbow Road's in the last track of the Booster Course Pass. Along with Rosalina's Ice World from Mario Kart 7. Rome Avanti and Madrid Drive from Tour. SNES Bowser's Castle 3. DK Jungle from the GameCube, which is honestly one of my favorite Mario Kart tracks in the entire franchise. And 2 other tracks, I forgot what their names are. I've seen the Rainbow Road in Mario Kart Wii speedrun. I've seen the Ultra Shortcut being done. It's crazy. I can't wait for someone to get sub-minute on that track. Because it's theoretically possible if you do 3 for 3. Sub 1 minute on a Rainbow Road. Well, it's already possible on N64, but, you know. Right, what are some other insane world records on this? Riverside Park, I think, is one of the most ridiculous. Just look at this. Goes through the off-road without losing any speed, without using any mushrooms. What about the Hunger Games thing? I'll get to that in a minute. I'm just going to watch like this and maybe another world record. Like, this is just really goofy. How is this possible? Does it on all 3 laps. Makes it look so easy. And only 8 coins. I think my favorite Rainbow Road is going to be N64. It will always be N64. Tell you what, let's look at that. N64 Rainbow Road. I think this is the current world record. Yeah, 56.392. You didn't buy the DLC? You get it. It's so worth it. It's so worth it. So this is the same loadout we saw on Big Blue. This guy has more trust in the rear left tire than anyone does in the entire community. What do you trust more? Someone in a gaming community or your rear left tire? Yeah, my PB on this track is only a 58.456, I think. Yeah, 58.456. I keep trying to improve it, but lap 2 is just really holding me back so much because this is what we call a pace lock. Yeah, literally living on the edge. Just... How do you... That must be like 2 or 3 pixels away from falling off the track. Because I tried that a couple of times, and I can get really close, but oftentimes I just end up falling off the track. Yeah, no, just driving over the air. Yeah, I take the tight lines and use the mushroom, but I think it just really depends on my pace, because sometimes I get there and I can get 2 tricks. Other times I can only get 1. You really have to have nerves of steel to play tracks like this on such a world record level. Alright, last one and then we'll do Hunger Games. So this is SNES Rainbow Road 200cc. 1 minute 2.006. I think the next world record will be pretty much the limit on this track because, like Big Blue, it's super optimized. And once you really reach that, you're really just relying on pace locks to get better at the track. It's actually faster to play on inward drift on this track, believe it or not. Yeah, top players will just abuse any collision bug they can get their hands on. Like what you saw in lap 1, where they just jump and they end up on the track anyway, despite missing it entirely. And cross the finish line. Oh, that causes heartbreak every single time. Right, let's do the Hunger Games then. If I get rid of my... Actually, no, I think I'll leave my background on. I'll leave my background on. I need the link, which I have somewhere. If you give me a moment, I'll find it. Because I already have everything saved. It's not in there. You were practicing SV map in Taiko. Oh, okay. Date modified. There we go. Nope. Maybe in downloads, maybe? Nope, that's recovery codes. What about in here? No. Okay. Right. So, let's load it up. So, branch steel. So, if I zoom in, load season, enter my season code below. Oh, I had it somewhere. I really had it somewhere. I cannot remember where it was, though. Oh, damn it. Alright, Cut Master, have a good one. I have to add soda can. Yeah, you know what? Let's just make a new one. Let's just make a new one. Right, edit cast. Alright, we're gonna call this UDCC Hunger Games. Logo URL. Just use the standard one. Right. Um, um, how do I get rid of all of these? Oh, it's this one. Okay. So UCC Hunger Games, blah, 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 blah. Right. Oh, it's it's saving all the names. Molacra, not anymore. Molacor is where it's at. It's actually saving all of the names. You do not believe it. Shay, let's put Shay in there. Obviously, he has to be in there. Sure, come on. Spectral Mary, Sonic Biscuit, Lara Pra, Bonxus, Quinn, Scoiled, Eventir, and Amara 73. Right, let's change this roster up a little bit. So who do we have? We have Skelly UT. Let's replace Sonic Biscuit. And let's replace Bonxus with Gino. Who else is there? Solor. Let's replace Event here with Solor, unless he's already in here. He is not. Add Soda Can. Enzo. Oh, God damn it. Can you be? Yeah, you can be. Valentin. Mistre. Arian. Yeah, we'll get you in there as well. Add Soda Can. You know what? We'll put the Soda Can in there. Right then. Now, make nicknames the same, don't use images, and now we have to assign the genders. I am so sorry if there are any... I'm so sorry for the non-binary people in here, but it forces me to select either M or F. It can't be both. M. So many M's. F, M, and M. What's happening? That one object animator. I don't know if your entire name will fit in here, so I'll just put that there. Alright then. So, let us begin. Please add space to this name. What? What do you mean? No, you cannot. Alright, whatever. Alright, proceed. As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. The Azrael takes a handful of throwing knives. Gardener Eden sets an explosive off, killing Ken, Larapra, Rise, and Valentin Mistre. Tyvan Buskirk, one object animator, and Scoil work together to get as many supplies as possible. Mossfinder shoots an arrow into Soda Can's head. Shay grabs a backpack and retreats. Skelly, Enzo, Syl, Inferno Blast, Arian, Gino, Minus, and Sean Dove Stuss, and Spectral Mary run away from the cornucopia. Quinn runs away with a lighter and some rope. Molacor finds a bow, some arrows, and a quiver. Solor finds a canteen full of water. Proceed. Mossfinder, one object animator, Enzo, Gino, and Spectral Mary hunt for other tributes. Minus injures himself. Quinn tries to sleep throughout the entire day. Solor silently snaps Shay's neck. Syl travels to higher ground. Arian receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Tyvan Buskirk steals from the Azrael while he isn't looking. Sean does stuffs. Scoiled, Molacor, Inferno Blast, and Skelly UT hunt for other tributes. Gardener Eden sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. 6 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Enzo receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Arian stabs Gino in the back with a trident. Minus, the Asriel and Syl sleep in shifts. Skelly Utis tends to Scoiled's wounds. Gardener Eden receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Spectral Mary receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Quinn questions his sanity. Molokor thinks about winning. Solor attempts to climb a tree, but falls on Mossfinder, killing them both. Inferno Blast sets up camp for the night. Tyvan Buskirk, One Object Animator, and Sean Does Stuff sleep in shifts. Quinn discovers a cave. The Asriel discovers a cave. Spectral Mary sprains her ankle while running away from Syl. Inferno Blast makes a wooden spear. One Object Animator receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Arian and Skelly are pricked by thorns while picking berries. Scoiled explores the arena. Gardener Eden diverts Minus's attention and runs away. Molokor defeats Enzo in a fight but spares his life. Tyvan Buskirk and Sean Does Stuffs work together for the day. 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Night 2. Minus tries to treat his infection. Enzo starts a fire. Spectral Mary convinces Scoiled to snuggle with her. Inferno Blast goes to sleep. The Asriel destroys Quinn's supplies while he is asleep. Sean Does Stuff sets up camp for the night. Skelly UT cooks his food before putting his fire out. Gardener Eden and One Object Animator hold hands. Syl lets Molokor into her shelter. Arian shoots an arrow into Tyvan Buskirk's head. Day 3. Spectral Mary makes a wooden spear. The Asriel tries to spear fish with a trident. Enzo overhears Molokor and Inferno Blast talking in the distance. Quinn receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Scoil makes a slingshot. One Object Animator chases Gardener Eden. Arian attacks Syl, but she manages to escape. Minus searches for a water source. Skelly UT receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Sean Does Stuff dies trying to escape the arena. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Enzo tries to sing himself to sleep. Inferno Blast stays awake all night. Skelly UT cooks his food before putting his fire out. Minus goes to sleep. Spectral Mary and Quinn sleep in shifts. Syl receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Molokor, Scoiled, the Asriel and One Object Animator tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Gardener Eden and Arian run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Molokor tends to Skelly UT's wounds. Gardener Eden scares Minus off. Syl tries to sleep throughout the whole day. Inferno and Blast threaten a double suicide. It fails and they die. Spectral Mary runs away from Enzo. Arian makes a slingshot. One Object Animator and the Asriel work together for the day. Quinn receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Night 4. One Object Animator begs for the Asriel to kill him. He refuses, keeping One Object Animator alive. Syl receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Gardener Eden kills Molokor with his own weapon. Arian sets Spectral Mary on fire with a Molotov. Minus passes out from exhaustion. Skelly UT and Quinn talk about the tributes still alive. Enzo screams for help. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's families. Enzo kills Asriel as he tries to run. Arian kills Syl for her supplies. Quinn decides not to go to the feast. Skelly UT strangles One Object Animator with a rope. Gardener Eden decides not to go to the feast. Minus cannot handle the circumstances and commits suicide. Skelly defeats Enzo in a fight but spares his life. Gardener Eden collects fruit from a tree. Quinn searches for firewood. Aryan sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. 6 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Skelly UT spears Gardner Eden in the abdomen. Enzo stays awake all night. Aryan throws a knife into Quinn's head. Enzo tries to sleep throughout the whole day. Aryan constructs a shack. Skelly UT discovers a cave. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Aryan defeats Enzo in a fight but spares his life. Skelly UT receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Aryan unknowingly eats toxic berries. Enzo throws a knife into Skelly UT's head. And Enzo is the winner. He would have known. Not canon. Bruh, that's not how this works. That's not how that works. You can't just say, oh, it's not canon. Yeah, you try to eat. Remember, don't eat berries from plants, okay? Don't eat berries from plants. That's a one-way ticket to hell. Right, shall we change anyone in the list? Nah, let's proceed. As the tributes done on their podiums, the horn sounds. Ken runs away from the cornucopia. Syl takes a sickle from inside the cornucopia. Scoyle finds a backpack full of camping equipment. Skelly UT, Quinn, Minus, and Tyvan Buskirk share everything they've gathered before running. One object animator and Solor fight Aryan, and Sean does stuffs. One object animator and Solor survive. Gino runs away from the cornucopia, so does Gardner Eden and Spectral Mary. Inferno Blast snaps Shay's neck. Poor Shay, he's not lasting very long in these games, is he? Valentin takes a handful of throwing knives, and the rest of the people run away from the cornucopia. Scoyle chases Soda Can. Larapra receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Mossfinder constructs a shack. Valentin Mistre questions his sanity. Enzo steals from Syl while she isn't looking. Spectral Mary tries to sleep throughout the whole day. One object animator steals from Gardner Eden while he isn't looking. The Azrael attacks Tyvan Buskirk, but he manages to escape. Rise receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Minus receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Inferno Blast tries to spear fish with a trident. Ken questions his sanity. Ken overhears Molokor and Solor talking in the distance. Skelly UT tends to Gino's wounds. A swarm of tracker jackers invades the arena. Rise survives. Soda Can slowly dies from the tracker jacker toxins. Inferno Blast survives. Quinn survives. One object animator knocks Minus unconscious and leaves him there as bait. Scoyle survives. Spectral Mary survives. Gardner Eden survives. Gino survives. Skelly UT survives. Molokor and Mossfinder run out of places to run and are stung to death. Syl survives. Lara Pra knocks Solor unconscious and leaves him there as bait. While running away from the tracker jackers, Tyvan Buskirk grabs Valentin Mestre and throws him to the ground. Enzo and Ken run out of places to run and are stung to death. The Azrael survives. 11 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. One object animator convinces Tyvan Buskirk to snuggle with him. The Azrael fends Scoiled, Inferno Blast, and Quinn away from his fire. Lara Pra receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Rise is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Gardner Eden thinks about winning. Skelly UT, Gino, and Syl discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Spectral Mary sees a fire, but stays hidden. The Azrael diverts Inferno Blast's attention and runs away. One object animator explores the arena. Rise, Skelly UT, Ty Van Buskirk, Quinn and Scoyle track down and kill Gino. Sil makes a slingshot. Spectral Mary receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Gardner Eden and Lara Pra work together for the day. One cannon shot can be heard in the distance. Sil screams for help. Gardner Eden sets up camp for the night. Rise, Ty Van Buskirk, the Azrael and the Object Animator talk about the tribute still alive. Skelly UT severely injures Scoyle and leaves him to die. Spectral Mary defeats Lara Pra in a fight, but spares his life. Quinn taints Inferno Blast's food, killing him. Lara Pra injures himself. Sil explores the arena. Quinn defeats Ty Van Buskirk in a fight, but spares his life. The Azrael discovers a river. Skelly UT sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. One Object Animator discovers a river. Spectral Mary travels to higher ground. Rise picks flowers. Gardner Eden explores the arena. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. The Azrael, Sil, Rise, and Ty Van Buskirk tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Gardner Eden quietly hums. Skelly UT and Lara Pra hold hands. One Object Animator tells to Quinn's wounds. Spectral Mary tries to treat her infection. Lara Pra begs for Gardner Eden to kill him. He refuses, keeping Lara Pra alive. The Azrael travels to higher ground. Skelly UT discovers a river. Sil practices her archery. Quinn practices his archery. Spectral Mary receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Rise makes a slingshot. Ty Van Buskirk and One Object Animator work together for the day. No cannon shots can be heard. Lara Pra starts to fire. Quinn begs for the Azrael to kill him. He refuses, keeping Quinn alive. Spectral Mary and Gardner Eden sleep in shifts. Ty Van Buskirk, Rise, Skelly UT and Sil tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. One Object Animator dies from hunger. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons and memoirs from the tribute's families. Hey RNG here, how you doing? Skelly UT decides not to go to the feast. Sil catches Quinn off guard and kills him. Rise and Spectral Mary get into a fight over raw meat, but Rise gives up and runs away. Ty Van Buskirk falls into a frozen lake and drowns. Lara Pra severely slices Gardner Eden with a sword. The Azrael decides not to go to the feast. Because Ratch, you have to give each character him or her gender. So that's why. The Azrael discovers a cave. Lara Pra steals from Sil while she isn't looking. Rise receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Skelly UT practices his archery. Spectral Mary goes hunting. 4 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Rise screams for help. Sil, Skelly UT, Lara Pra and Spectral Mary tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. The Azrael attempts to climb a tree, but falls to his death. Skelly UT strangles Sil after engaging in a fist fight. Rise injures himself. Lara Pra discovers a river. Spectral Mary dies from thirst. Oh man, why have I always got to die? Lara Pra, Skelly UT and Rise discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Lara Pra unknowingly eats toxic berries. Skelly UT kills Rise for his surprise. And Skelly UT wins. I think it's like the second time he's won any of these. So, holy cow, he did a genocide run. Look at that, 4 kills. One Object Animator has 3 kills. I have 1. Rigged. It's not rigged. It's entirely RNG. Who wins? Right, simulate again. Right. Let's take someone out of this list. You know what? I'm going to take out Soda Can and replace it with Uwug. If you're going to keep spamming, then I'm just going to take you out again. How are you lucky in Hunger Games but not in AFP? Yeah, we can get you in, Tanalp. Let's take Minus out. Tanalp Sakel. Take out whatever the hell I have to... Yeah, let's get Igor in as well. Scrinjar. I hope I pronounced that right. Scrinjar. Scrinjar! Determined Human 14. Yeah, why not? Oh, sorry, so many new people are joining chat that add the river that you discovered? No. Alright, let's go. As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Mossfinder runs away from the cornucopia, as does Enzo. Igor Scrinjar rips a mace out of Arian's hands. Infernoblast finds a bag of explosives. Spectral Mary, Scoiled, the Azrael and Quinn run away from the cornucopia. Tanalp Sakil finds a backpack full of camping equipment. Larapra runs away from the cornucopia. Sil stabs Valentin Mestre while his back is turned. A Warg runs away from the cornucopia, as does Shaundove Stuff, Solor and Shay. Gino takes a sickle from inside the cornucopia. Determined Human runs away from the cornucopia, as does Rise and Skelly. Tyvan Buskirk and Molokor fight for a bag. Molokor gives up and retreats. Ken finds a bag full of explosives. Tyvan Buskirk sets an explosive off, killing Skelly UT, Shaundove Stuffs, Inferno Blast, and Tanalp Sakel. Quinn makes a wooden spear. Determined Human sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. Mossfinder discovers a river. Rise camouflages himself in the bushes. Gino is pricked by thorns while picking berries. The Azrael picks flowers. Enzo injures himself, as does Larapra. Ken receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Solor collects fruit from a tree. Shay receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Igor Scrinjar injures himself. A Wurg runs away from Sil. Molokor questions his sanity. Spectral Mary stabs Aryan in the back with a trident. Scoiled hunts for other tributes. User error name blocked. What the hell are you talking about, bro? Wolf mutts are let loose into the area. Everyone survives except for Molokor, Gino, and Scoiled, who are all crushed by a pack of wolf mutts. Determined Human knocks Sil out and leaves her there. Why? Why me? Why me, bro? Why me? Why can't I win for a change? Enzo is awoken by nightmares. Larapra thinks about home. A Wurg tries to sing himself to sleep. Ken tries himself to sleep. Solor begs for Mossfinder to kill him. He refuses, keeping Solor alive. Determined Human loses sight of where he is. Rise attempts to start a fire, but is unsuccessful. Too bad, so sad. Get over it. Tyvan Busker, Igor Scrinjar, Spectral Mary, Quinn, and the Azrael sleep in shifts. Shay thinks about winning. Well, when does he never think about winning? Tyvan Busker, Ken, the Azrael, a Wurg, and Mossfinder hunt for other tributes. Solor sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. Rise, Spectral Mary, and Shay hunt for other tributes. Quinn shoots a poisonous blow dart into Enzo's neck, slowly killing him. Igor Scrinjar discovers a cave, as does Determined Human, while Larapra travels to higher ground. One cannon shot can be heard in the distance. Tyvan Buskirk unknowingly eats toxic berries. The Asriel and Larapra tell stories about themselves to each other. Spectral Mary and Rise lose sight of where they are. Shay sees a fire, but decides to stay hidden. Quinn attempts to start a fire, but is unsuccessful. Solor receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Igor Scrimshaw and a Wurg hold hands. Ken and Determined Human hold hands. Mossfinder goes to sleep. Mossfinder stalks Determined Human. Rise attacks Igor Scrimshaw, but he manages to escape. Shay diverts Solor's attention away and runs away. Ken discovers a cave. Spectral Mary taints the Wurg's food, killing him. The Asriel defeats Quinn in a fight, but spares his life. Larapra unknowingly eats toxic berries. 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Quinn, Determined Human, Spectral Mary, Rise, and Igor Scrimshaw sleep in shifts. Ken and the Asriel run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Mossfinder loses sight of where he is. Solor tends to his wounds while Shay quietly hums. I'm just imagining this right now, okay? I'm just imagining Shay just watching everything going on, and he's just having arms crossed, eyes slightly closed, going, Why can I imagine that? It's like something out of a cartoon. Mossfinder hunts for other tributes. Quinn goes hunting. The Asriel collects fruit from a tree. Spectral Mary and Solor work together for the day. Shay diverts Rise's attention and runs away. Ken makes a wooden spear. Igor Scrimshaw camouflages himself in the bushes. Determined Human accidentally steps on a landmine. Ha! That was planted by me. That's revenge for killing me. Twerp. Igor Scrimshaw questions his sanity. Quinn and the Asriel run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Rise, Ken, and Solor cheerfully sing songs together. Shay is awoken by nightmares. Spectral Mary cooks her food before putting her fire out. Mossfinder accidentally steps on a landmine. Oops, I forgot. I planted 2 of them. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's families. Spectral Mary attacks Ken, but Quinn protects him, killing Spectral Mary. Shay, Igor, and Solor decide not to go. Rise cannot handle the circumstances and commits suicide. The Asriel falls into a frozen lake and drowns. Quinn, Solor, and Igor Scrimshaw hunt for other tributes. Shay attacks Ken, but he manages to escape. Ken, do you have plot armor? Do you have plot armor? I swear you have plot armor. A volcano erupts. See, he survives this as well. Ken and Shay survive. As Solor trips over Quinn into the lava, he grabs him and pulls him down with him. Igor Scrimshaw survives. The winner's going to be Ken or Shay. I predict it right now. 6 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Shay and Igor Scrimshaw talk about the tributes still alive. Ken receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Igor Scrimshaw collects fruit from a tree. Shay begs for Ken to kill him. He refuses, keeping Shay alive. No cannon shots. Scrimshaw sees a fire but stays hidden. Shay tries to treat his infection and Ken thinks about home. Igor Scrimshaw searches for firewood. Ken kills Shay for his supplies. Ken, don't you dare win. Don't you win this. I beg of you. Okay, there we go. Ken unknowingly eats toxic berries. Oh, who would have known? I knew this would happen. I knew I'd just say, oh, you know what? He's going to win. But no, this guy wins instead. Just how? Like, I thought for a second that you had the plot armor. You have the plot armor in this game. Winner of UDCC Hunger Games isn't even from UDCC. You know, that is true. You know what? Let's actually change the name, shall we? Let's change the name. Let's change the name from UDCC Hunger Games to... Can I join the next Hunger Games? No. Yes, you can. Right, let's take out Enzo and replace him with RNG Hit. RNG Hit, what gender do you want to be? You have the choice between male and female. You can't pick both. Sill's Hunger Games. Really? I participate in my own games. Well, I play my own games for a living. You know what? Let's just do that. Let's just do that, shall we? You want to change your gender? Oh, what? What do you want to... Hang on. Where are you? Oh, you're up here. You know what? I think we'll put all of the Undertale characters into another Hunger Games. We'll put... Yeah, we'll put the Undertale characters in the next Hunger Games. Right, keep you... Gino, you're right here. You're in District 10 with Lara Pra. Okay. As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. A word grabs a sword. Mossfinder runs away from the cornucopia. Spectral Mary clutches a first aid kit and runs away. Ken runs away from the cornucopia. Lara Pra and Tanap Sakil fight for a bag. Lara Pra gives up and retreats. Igor rips a mace out of Gino's hands. Aryan takes a spear from inside the cornucopia. Shay attacks Solor, but Skelly protects him, killing Shay. The Azrael runs away, as does Sill. The Inferno Blast and the RNG Hit fight for a bag. RNG Hit gives up and retreats. Sean Does Stuffs rips a mace out of Valentin Mestry's hands. Tyvan Buskirk takes a spear from inside the cornucopia. Quinn takes a handful of throwing knives. Rise runs away from the cornucopia. Molokor breaks Determines Human's nose for a basket of bread. Ugh. Scoil runs away from the cornucopia. Oh my god. Tyvan Buskirk and Inferno Blast hunt for other tributes. Mossfinder, Sean Does Stuffs, Determined Human, and Igor hunt for other tributes as well. Ten Up Sakil explores the arena. Rise Thank you for the sub, appreciate it. Rise camouflages himself in the bushes. Ken collects fruit from a tree. Gino runs away from the Azrael. Aryan, Awerg, Spectral Mary and Molokor form a suicide pact, killing themselves. RNG Hit searches for firewood. Solor, Scoiled, and Velatin Mistre hunt for other tributes. Lara Pra practices his archery. Quinn runs away from Sill. Skelly UT cannot handle the circumstances and commits suicide. What's with all the suicides? This is the Hunger Games. Don't you want to have a chance to win? Why there are so many suicides? The Azrael quietly hums. RNG Hit, Sean Does Stuffs, Rise and Determined Humans sleep in shifts. Lara Pra sets up camp for the night. Sill ambushes Igor and kills him. Tyvan Buskirk lets Tanap Sakil into his shelter. Valentin Mistre poisons Inferno Blast's strength but mistakes it for his own and then dies. Mossfinder is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Solor receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Scoil defeats Gino in a fight but spares his life. Quinn sees a fire but stays hidden. Ken looks at the night sky. Ken makes a slingshot. Rise is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Sean Does Stuffs defeats Determined Human in a life but spares her life. The Azrael thinks about home. Gino, Tyvan Buskirk, Scoiled, and Tanap Sakil raid Quinn's camp while he is hunting. Lara Pra makes a wooden sphere. Sill receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Mossfinder camouflages himself in the bushes. RNG Hit tries to spearfish with a trident. Inferno Blast chases Solor. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Determined Human accidentally detonates a landmine while trying to aim it. Tanap Sakil stays awake all night. Quinn and the Azrael sleep in shifts. Sill fends Rise, Inferno Blast, and Solor away from her fire. Gino is awakened by nightmares. Tyvan Buskirk strangles RNG Hit after engaging in a fistfight. Ken, Scoiled, and Lara Pra discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Sean does stuffs, is unable to start a fire, and sleeps without warmth. Mossfinder cries himself to sleep. Scoiled receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Larapra receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Tenapsikil and Inferno Blast split up to search for resources. Mossfinder and Tyvan Buskirk hunt for other tributes. Rise picks flowers. Again, what is Rise's obsession with flowers? And thorns and berries? Solor questions his sanity. Syl, Sean does stuffs, Gino and the Azrael raid Ken's camp while he is hunting. Quinn travels to higher ground. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Mossfinder lets Solor into his shelter. Tenapsikil fends Rise, Quinn, and Tyvan Buskirk away from his fire. Larapra dies of dysentery. Inferno Blast attempts to climb a tree, but falls to his death. Sean does stuffs, receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Ken thinks about winning. No. Scoil goes to sleep. The Azrael receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Gino and Syl sleep in shifts. Solor attacks Ken, but he manages to escape. Quinn stabs Azrael with a tree branch. Scoiled questions his sanity. Gino searches for firewood. Tenapsikil and Syl work together for the day. Sean does stuffs. Mossfinder and Rise hunt for other tributes. Tyvan Buskirk questions his sanity. A swarm of tracker jackers invades the arena. Rise survives. Tenapsikil and Solor are stung to death. Ken and Tyvan Buskirk run out of places to run and are ultimately, to the surprise of absolutely nobody, stung to death. Everyone else survives except for Scoiled, who is stung to death. 8 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Quinn starts a fire. Gino thinks about home. Sean does stuffs, quietly hums. Syl defeats Rise in a fight but spares his life. Mossfinder cooks his food before putting his fire out. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, and weapons and memoirs from the tributes' families. Rise takes a staff, leaning inside the cornucopia. Quinn decides not to go to the forest. Sean does stuffs, Mossfinder and Syl start fighting, but Mossfinder runs away as Sean does stuffs kills Syl. Of fucking course. I'm not playing smart in these games at all, and that's why I keep getting myself killed. Gino dies from an infection. Quinn goes hunting. Mossfinder diverts Rise's attention and runs away. Sean does stuffs, receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Mossfinder, Sean does stuffs, and Rise sleep in shifts. Quinn dies from hunger. Rise tends to Mossfinder's wounds. Sean does stuffs, receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Of course, Quinn dies. Mossfinder questions his sanity. Rise lets Sean does stuffs into his shelter. One of these 2 people is going to win. One of them 2. Mossfinder discovers a river. Sean does stuffs, makes a slingshot. Rise tries to sleep throughout the entire day. So now they're just living together. Is that the ending to this game? They're just going to live together? Really? Really? It's the last person I imagine. I say Sean does stuff so Rise is going to win, and then freaking Mossfinder wins. God damn it. I need to stop making predictions. God damn it. Man. Alright, we'll do one more of these, and then we'll do an Undertale style one. Right, let's put Chill Vandenberg in here. You know, let's take Rise out to make room. Chill Vandenberg. I have no idea what gender that is, so I'm assuming it's M. Unless you want to... Hey, do you want to pick? Do I recommend playing URB Renewed? No. Okay, you know what? Let's spice this up just a little bit more, okay? Let's spice this up just a little bit more. It's only right. It's only right. Okay. As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Sean Does Stuff stays at the cornucopia for resources. Scoiled and Sil run away from the cornucopia. Gino and RNG Hit fight for a bag. RNG Hit gives up and retreats. Igor Scrimshaw runs away from the cornucopia, as does Molokor. Valentin Mistre breaks Chill Vandenberg's nose for a packet of bread. Oh, ouch. I'm sorry, Chill. Shay and Merg run away from the cornucopia, as well as Inferno Blast and Tyvan Buskirk. The Asriel grabs a jar of fishing bait, while Solor gets fishing gear. Ken runs away from the cornucopia, as does Elwerk, while Spectral Mary shoots an arrow into Arian's head. Quinn and Skelly UT fight for a bag. Skelly UT gives up and retreats. 10 Ups to Kill grabs a sword, while Determined Human and Mossfinder run away. Tyvan Buskirk 10 Ups to Kill forces Igor Scrimshaw to kill Merg or Gino. He decides to kill Gino. Inferno Blast goes hunting. A Werg tries to sleep throughout the entire day. Mossfinder makes a slingshot. Determined Human tries to spear fish with a trident. RNG Hit camouflages himself in the bushes. Valentin Mistre scares Sean Does Stuffs off. Chill Vandenberg, Quinn, Ken, and Tyvan Busker hunt for other tributes. The Asriel, Molokor, and Solor hunt for other tributes. Scoiled makes a wooden spear. Skelly UT convinces Shay to not kill him, only to kill him instead. Still and Spectral Mary split up to search for resources. 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Mossfinder starts a fire. Skelly UT climbs a tree to rest. Ken and Sean Does Stuffs tell stories about themselves to each other. Solor sets an explosive off, killing Spectral Mary, RNG Hit, and Valentin Mistre. Scoiled thinks about winning. Molokor and Quinn talk about the tributes still alive. Merg receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Inferno bleeds out due to untreated injuries. 10 Ups to Kill and Igor receive explosives from unknown sponsors. A Werg questions his sanity. Still and Determined Human sleep in shifts. Tyvan Buskirk stays awake all night, and Chill Vandenberg tends to the Asriel's wounds. You guess you're a doctor, you got that right. Quinn picks flowers. Well, it's not Rise this time, okay. Ken tries to sleep throughout the whole day. Merg tries to spear fish with a trident. Sean Does Stuffs injures himself. Scoiled is pricked by thorns while picking berries. The Asriel tends to the Tyvan Buskirk's wounds. Skelly UT practices his archery. Solor scares Sil off. Determined Human diverts Igor Scrimshaw's attention and runs away. Mossfinder makes a slingshot. 10 Ups to Kill discovers a cave. A Werg receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Molokor receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Chill Vandenberg practices his archery. Yep, you sleep with the person that you just killed. Anyway, 4 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Scoiled and Sean Does Stuff are awoken by nightmares. Solor convinces Determined Human to snuggle with him. Tyvan Buskirk sees a fire but stays hidden. The Asriel, Mossfinder, Skelly UT, and Molokor track down and kill Chill Vandenberg. Ouch. You got a grudge against someone, huh? Quinn and Sil huddle for warmth. Ken cries himself to sleep. Igor Scrimshaw sets up camp for the night. Merg questions his sanity. 10 Ups to Kill receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. A Werg climbs a tree to rest. You just got 4v1'd, Chill. I don't know how you feel about that. Sean Does Stuff diverts the Asriel's attention and runs away. Merg overhears a Werg and Quinn talking in the distance. Scoiled injures himself. Sil and 10 Ups to Kill split up to search for resources. Mossfinder sprains his ankle while running away from Skelly UT. Tyvan Buskirk thinks about home. Igor Scrimshaw defeats Molokor in a fight but spares his life. Ken camouflages himself in the bushes. Solor and Determined Human work together for the day. Chill Vandenberg is dead. Sorry, man. Tenoupsikil sets up home for the night. Sean Dove stuffs a Werg and Skull get in a fight. Skoil triumphantly kills them both. Merg's trap kills Solor. Molokor and Kane sleep in shifts. Ty Van Buskett tries to sing himself to sleep. Mossfinder receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Determined Human loses sight of where she is. Yeah, you said you wanted to change your gender. So, I don't know. Quinn screams for help. Igor Scrimshaw, Skelly UT, and the Asriel discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Syl dies from I need to change up my strategy. I'm never going to win if I don't get a new strategy. Title of my gamer story. Igor Scrimshaw scares the Asriel off. Mossfinder travels to higher ground. Merg is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Skelly UT throws a knife into Tenoupsikil's chest. Skull questions his sanity as well as Quinn. Molokor severely injures Determined Human, but puts her out of her misery. Oh, Mo. Ken discovers a river. Ty Van Buskett sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. God damn it. Why would you do that to someone who's blatantly suffering? Molokor and Quinn run into each other and decide to truce for the night, as well as Merg and Skelly UT. Igor Scrimshaw destroys the Asriel supplies while he is asleep. Ty Van Buskett, Mossfinder, and Skoil cheerfully sing songs together. Ken cries himself to sleep. Skelly UT bashes Igor Scrimshaw's head against a rock several times. Molokor kills Ken with a hatchet. Ty Van Buskett, Merg, Quinn, and Mossfinder raise Skoil camp while he is hunting. The Asriel tries to spearfish with a trident. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Skelly UT and Merg sleep in shifts. Mossfinder attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Skoil climbs a tree to rest. Ty Van Buskett, Quinn, and the Asriel cheerfully sing songs together. Molokor passes out from exhaustion. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tributes' families. No one decides to go to the feast except Mossfinder, who kills Skill with his own weapon. Molokor receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Ty Van Buskett is pricked by thorns while picking berries. The Asriel injures himself, as does Merg. Quinn and Mossfinder work together to drown Skelly UT! No! 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 Why? Why would you drown him? No! Quinn thinks about home. Ty Van Buskett accidentally steps on a landmine. Mossfinder destroys the Asriel supplies while he's asleep. Merg dies from an infection. Molokor loses sight of where he is. Well, no more videos, I guess. Mossfinder and Molokor work together for the day. The Asriel injures himself. Quinn hunts for other tributes. Molokor and Quinn sleep in shifts. The Asriel is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Mossfinder receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Okay. I predict Molokor's going to win. That's like the last person I expect to win in these games. Oh, not a good start. He injures himself. Quinn fishes. The Asriel questions his sanity. Mossfinder sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. Night 8. Mossfinder falls into a frozen lake and drowns. Quinn and the Asriel hold hands. Molokor receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. The Asriel thinks about home. Molokor practices his archery. Quinn searches for a water source. Carnivorous squirrels start attacking the tributes. Molokor survives and the Asriel survives, but Quinn is brutally attacked by a scurry of squirrels. Why am I just imagining like a horde of 1,000 squirrels just hoarding someone? Why squirrels? Why the squirrels? Okay. Okay. Truth be told right here. The squirrels, 1,000 squirrels just come out and just say,
I read more Scoobies. I read more Scoobies. I read more Scoobies.
Oh, God. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Day 10 or night 9. The Azrael silently snaps Molochor's neck. Fuck off. Every prediction I make is so off. It's never gonna... No prediction is going to win any of these. Dude, the squirrels are too powerful. Jesus. Night 9, and we finally end. Skelly UT had the most kills. Molochor and Solor and Mossfinder have 3. Scoiled has 2, and Merg and Spectral Mary and Igor. Oh, and Azrael has 2 as well. Spectral Mary, Merg, and Igor have 1. And Quinn as well. Alright, save it. Do I want to save this simulation? Yes, I do. Okay. Oh, I have it saved in my favorites. Oh, I completely forgot I have it saved there. Oh. Okay, well, never mind then. Right. Let's reset all of these and let's make it the Under Games. The Under Games, okay. I'll tell you why in a minute. The Under Games is the best. Right, of course we're going to have Frisk. We're going to have Chara. We're going to have Clover. Are there any other named children in Undertale? Monster Kid. Monster Kid. We're sending 4 children into battle. Zenith Martlet. You know what? Let's put Zenith Martlet in there as well. So Zenith Martlet, Lemony, Sans, Papyrus, Undyne, and Alphys. Of course, we gotta put Jerry and So Sorry in here. Jerry and So Sorry. Asgore, Toriel, Napster Bluke, and Metaton. We need 4 more couples. Oh, sorry. I know they're meant to be districts, but they feel like teams at this point. Flowey? No, we already have Flowey. We have Lemony, which is basically the yellow equivalent of Flowey. Azria, we already have that. Just a bird that's carrying you over a scap. Little bird that carries... Oh, what? Come on. Okay. Frogget. Mad Mew Mew. 3 more. We need 3 more. We got to keep this interesting. Burb. Why should we name him Burb? Okay, you know what? Let's add some of the team members in here as well. So we have Toby Fox, Temmie Chang. So we got Sans, Papyrus, Asgore, Alphys. We've got Alphys in here. Yeah, we have. Let's put some AUs in here as well. So we have Last Breath Sans, we have Gaster, we have Disbelief Papyrus, and we have Distrust Sans. Ink Sans, even better. Let's put Ink Sans in there. Right, now we got agenda, all of these. I am so sorry. Metaton, male. Napstablook canonically used to have male pronouns. So, there you go. Toriel, of course, female. Asgore, male. So sorry is male, I'm guessing. Jerry is male. Alfie's and Unknown are both female. Sans and Papyrus are male. Lemonie's male. Zenith Martlet's female. Now we're getting to the ambiguity. We're getting to ambiguity levels here. Monster Kid is male. So is Clover. Kara is female. And you know what? Let's just do male Frisk. I mean, that's the only thing I could see them being. Okay. So. Here we are. The Undergames. Make your prediction. Which district is going to win? You know what? Actually, let's not. Let's not predict. Let's just say all of them are going to lose except for one. As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Last Breath Sans runs away from the cornucopia. Lemony scares Toriel away from the cornucopia. Disbelief Papyrus finds a canteen full of water. Napstablook snatches a bottle of alcohol and a rag. Ouch. That's kind of canon. Ink Sans runs away from the cornucopia. Kara grabs a jar of fishing bait while Frogget gets fishing gear. Oh, two monsters teaming up? That's so cute. Alphys falls into a pit and dies. Jerry runs away from the cornucopia. Undyne, Frisk and Clover work together to get as many supplies as possible. Zenith Martlet runs away from the cornucopia. Asgore runs away from the cornucopia. Toby Fox kills Metaton as he tries to run. No! Did Toby Fox just kill his own creation? Toby Fox, you are a terrible person. Mad Mew Mew runs away from the cornucopia. Gaster finds a bag of explosives. Monster Kid stays at the cornucopia for resources. Papyrus and Sans run away from the cornucopia. And Temmie Chang scares So Sorry away from the cornucopia. Can you kill your own creations legally? That's a good point, actually. They are yours. And the only thing you're hurting is yourself and your creation. So maybe it's okay. Maybe it's okay. I don't know. I don't know what the laws are regarding self-creations. Obviously, you wouldn't kill your son or your daughter, obviously. That'd be a different story altogether. But if you created something yourself from the very ground up and you have full control over it, you can get that. So, anyway. Sans searches for firewood. Undyne thinks about home. Really? A battlecry warrior thinks about home. Sag. Ink Sans makes a wooden spear. I bet he's going to turn it into a paintbrush. Toby Fox sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. So Sorry makes a slingshot. Temmie Chang and Papyrus fight Disbelief Papyrus and Monster Kid. Papyrus fights himself. Disbelief Papyrus and Monster Kid survive. Oh, poor Temmie. Asgore makes a slingshot. Lemony fishes. Toriel receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Frisk defeats Gaster in a fight but spares his life. Frogget overhears Mad Mew Mew and Clover talking in the distance. Kara makes a slingshot. Last Breath Sans hears Napstablook and Jerry talking in the distance. Zenith Martlet searches for a water source. Well, Alfie's definitely had to go. She's not a coward. She's not a good fighter. Let me tell you that. Gaster receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Mad Mew Mew stabs Lemony while his back is turned. Zenith Martlet thinks about winning. No surprise. Napster Bloop receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Last Breath Sans questions his sanity. Okay, that's canon. Toby Fox receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Kara receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Ink Sans, Toriel and Frogget sleep in shifts. Clover and Monster Kid talk about the tributes still alive. Undyne is awoken by nightmares. Frisk kills Disbelief Papyrus as he tries to run. So Sorry catches Jerry off guard and kills him. I guess he's so sorry for that one. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I had to do that one. That was just... Oh, so sorry. Asgore cooks his food before putting his fire out. Hey, Mimic you? Is that how you say your name? Asgore tries to spearfish with a trident. Hey, he has his own trident! It's canon now! Frisk tries to sleep throughout the whole day. Kara diverts Gaster's attention and runs away. Undyne tries to spearfish with a trident. Toriel and Clover work together for the day. Sans receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Toby Fox runs away from Ink Sans. Well, I guess if you don't want your creation to end up holding 2 paintbrushes, then yeah, I guess running away from Ink Sans is reasonable. How the hell did I no-hit phase 1? Get good. Last Breath Sans tries to spearfish with a trident. So Sorry stalks Zenith Martlet. Napster Blook, Frogget and Monster Kid hunt for other tributes. Mad Mew Mew sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. Oh dear. 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Lemony, Disbelief Papyrus, and Jerry. No one likes Jerry, so he deserves to go. Mad Mew Mew looks at the night sky. Toby Fox goes to sleep. Zenith Martlet and Last Breath Sans huddle for warmth. Well, I wouldn't do that if I were you, Zenith. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Frogget climbs a tree to rest. Clover strangles Frisk with a rope. Ooh. Well, actually, to be fair, Clover is a sorry to say it, cowboy. So the lasso, you know, like a cowboy does. Toriel fends Undyne, Asgore, and Ink Sans away from her fire. So Sorry sees a fire, and so does Monster Kid, but they stay hidden. Kara, Gaster, and Sans discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Napster Bloop passes out from exhaustion. Asgore chases Sans. Gaster injures himself. Toby Fox, Undyne, and Last Breath Sans successfully ambush and kill Clover, Ink Sans, and So Sorry. No! Oh my god. Clover gets comeuppance. Clover just gets comeuppance. Monster Kid receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Napster Bloop sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. Mad Mew Mew receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Frogget receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Kara searches for a water source. Toriel travels to higher ground. Zenith Martlet is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Do birds ever get pricked by thorns? I mean, they're just feathers, right? Like, the thorn would barely deal any damage. Would it? Ugh. Oh, no. Toriel thinks about winning. Frogget is awoken by nightmares. Last Breath Sans questions his sanity. Napster Blook thinks about home. Kara accidentally steps on a landmine. Well, there you go. That's the law. Zenith Martlet receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Toby Fox ambushes Asgore and kills him. Gaster receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Monster Kid cooks his food before putting his fire out. Sans and Undyne huddle for warmth. Oof. Mad Mew Mew cooks her food before putting her fire out. Now, Monster Kid is still around. Toriel discovers a cave. Zenith Martlet hunts for other tributes. Gaster stabs Toby Fox with a tree branch. Toby Fox, This is what you get for not including me in the game. Frogget and Undyne hunt for other tributes. Sans hunts for other tributes. Mad Mew Mew picks flowers. Ding-ding-ding. Monster Kid kills Last Breath Sans as he tries to run. Napster Bluke receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Damn. Sans thinks about winning. Zenith Martlet passes out from exhaustion. Toriel tries to treat her infection. Gaster stays awake all night. Undyne, Mad Mew Mew, and Frogget cheerfully sing songs together. Well, I can see that happening, for sure. Monster Kid receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor, and Napster Bluke receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's families. Mad Mew Mew decides not to go to the feast. Toriel repeatedly stabs Napster Bluke to death with says. You do realise you can't kill ghosts, right? So Napster Bluke actually lives? Undyne convinces Zenith Martlet to not kill her, only to kill her instead. Monster Kid decides not to go to the feast. Frogget, Gaster, and Sans start fighting, but Gaster runs away as Frogget kills Sans. Oof. Frogget camouflages himself in the bushes. Gaster makes a wooden spear. Monster Kid injures himself. Undyne explores the arena. Mad Mew Mew explores the arena. Toriel hunts for other tributes. Monster Kid questions his sanity. I wouldn't be surprised. Frogget sees a fire but stays hidden. Oh, shit. Hang on a second. Yeah, sorry about that. So to answer the phone quickly. Gaster cooks his food before putting his fire out. Toriel and Mad Mew Mew tell stories about themselves to each other. Undyne quietly hums. Monster Kid stalks Gaster. Mad Mew Mew injures herself. Undyne searches for firewood. Frogget and Toriel work together for the day. Mad Mew Mew receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Monster Kid convinces Gaster to not kill him, only to kill him instead. Undyne climbs a tree to rest. Toriel starts a fire. Frogget tries to sing himself to sleep. Monster Kid begs for Toriel to kill him. Dude, why is Monster Kid so suicidal now? Jesus. She refuses, keeping Monster Kid alive. Mad Mew Mew, Undyne, and Frogget start fighting, but Undyne runs away as Mad Mew Mew kills Frogget. That's so out of character. That is so out of character. Well, Gaster's gone. Toriel attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Again? Seriously? Begs for Undyne to kill him. She refuses, keeping Monster Kid alive. Mad Mew Mew passes out from exhaustion. Why does Monster Kid just want it? Why? Why? Toriel tracks down and kills Undyne. Monster Kid attacks Mad Mew Mew, but she manages to escape. I predict Monster Kid's gonna win. Toriel bleeds out due to untreated injuries. Monster Kid throws a knife into Mad Mew Mew's head. Boom! There it is, at last! See? The prediction curse is lifted. You can no longer tell me to no longer predict it. I think you fail to realise how traumatic it is for a kid to be thrown into the arena to fight to the death and to not blame Monster Kid. Gosh. I just did not expect that. Like, 3 times attempted assisted suicide, essentially. And Look, he even has the most kills. 5 kills. Oh, and so does Toby Fox. Hey, they tie. It's canon now. Pacifist Kara. Okay, let's add more AUs into this thing. So we're going to take Last Breath Sans, Gaster, Disbelief, and Ink out. Yeah, do you know what? Let's add original characters by different people. So we've got Green Sands by, I think it's Aleatorio or Sega Sonic 101. One of those two. Underfell Sands. Sure, we just add all Sands now. Distrust Sands. And finally, Angela. Were you expecting something? Were you expecting something? I'm not just going to add all Sands. We have to add some variety into the mix. What genders have Kara and Frisk? There you go. Oh, I need to make the nicknames. Yeah, I'm still going. Okay, here we go. As the tributes stand on the podiums, the horn sounds. Jerry runs away from the cornucopia. Green Sands, Asgore, Undyne, and Temmie Chang share everything they've gathered before running. Monster Kid grabs a shield leaning on the cornucopia. Underfell Sands and Mad Mew Mew work together to drown Papyrus. Poor Papyrus, what has he ever done? Metaton, Clover, and Napster work together to get as many supplies as possible. Zenith Martlet runs away with a lighter and some rope. Kara finds a bag of explosives. Sans, Distrust Sans, Frogget, Toil, and Toby Fox run away from the cornucopia. Angela takes a handful of throwing knives. So Sorry and Frisk fight for a bag. So Sorry gives up and retreats. Lemony runs away from the cornucopia, and so does Alphys. Mad Mew Mew makes a wooden spear. Underfell Sands shoots a poisonous blow dart into Temmie Chang's neck, slowly killing her. Why Temmie again? Angela discovers a river. Alphys sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. Lemony injures himself. Kara overhears Jerry and Zenith Martlet talking in the distance. Frisk picks flowers. Well, that's canon then. Napster Blook searches for firewood. Clover hunts for other tributes. Green Sands injures himself. So Sorry explores the arena. Toby Fox, Sands, and Monster Kid hunt for other tributes. Metaton picks flowers. Toriel, Frogget, Undyne, Distrust Sands, and Asgore hunt for other tributes. So, the two notable characters are already dead. Why isn't there such a thing as a revive pill? We can just use it here, guys. We can use revivers. Toby Fox screams for help. Frisk is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Well, I'm surprised they don't go, it's cold in the underground. Napster Blook tends to Undyne's wounds. Sands, Angela, Kara, Frogget, and Underfell Sands sleep in shifts. Frisk picked Flowey. Yeah. Lemony climbs a tree to rest. Clover quietly hums. Jerry sees a fire but stays hidden. Metaton fends Mad Mew Mew, Zenith Martlet, and Monster Kid away from his fire. Distrust Sands questions his sanity. He's still thinking about the cheese. So Sorry quietly hums. Asgore thinks about home. Toriel sets an explosive off, killing Alphys. Toriel, why? Green Sands falls into a pit and dies. Well, he deserves it, to be fair. Mad Mew Mew, Sands, Toby Fox, and Distrust Sands track down and kill So Sorry. Zenith Martlet diverts Undyne's attention and runs away. Jerry receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Clover sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. Frisk attacks Metaton, but he manages to escape. Monster Kid steals from Angela while she isn't looking. Toriel questions her sanity. Underfell Sands discovers a river. Lemony tends to Froggett's wounds. Asgore camouflages himself in the bushes. Kara goes hunting. Napstablook falls into a pit and dies. Green Sands is so mid as an AU idea. Yeah, let's just wait for Yellow Sands and Blue Sands and Blue Yourself. Kara receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Underfell Sands quietly hums. Asgore kills Clover as he tries to run. Metaton convinces Angela to snuggle with him. Metaton? What do you think you're doing? Zenith Martlet thinks about winning. Lemony dies from hunger. Distrust Sands receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Undyne fends Froggett, Toriel, and Sands away from her fire. Jerry sets an explosive off, killing Monster Kid, Toby Fox, and Frisk. Well, Mad Mimi receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Jerry, Zenith Martlet, Metaton, Toriel, and Distrust Sands hunt for other tributes. Mad Mimi thinks about home. Froggett receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Asgore, Sands, Underfell Sands, and Undyne raid Kara's camp while she is hunting. Angela dies from hypothermia. Well, she did sleep with Metaton, so... Underfell Sands, by the way, this is not canon, begs for Mag Mimu to kill him. She refuses, keeping Underfell Sands alive. Sands convinces Zenith Martlet to snuggle with him. What's with these characters and snuggling? Really? Jerry is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Toriel attempts to start a fire, but is unsuccessful. Metaton stays awake all night, thinking about Angela. Asgore thinks about winning. Undyne is awoken by nightmares. Kara, Froggett, and Distrust Sands discuss the games and what might be happening in the mornings. Distrust Sands unknowingly eats toxic berries. Yeah, you didn't find your cheese, mister. Jerry tends to Kara's wounds. I guess we now have a reason to like Jerry now. Mad Mew discovers a cave. Toriel hunts for other tributes. Undyne camouflages herself in the bushes. Asgore tries to sleep through the entire day, as does Zenith Martlet. Underfell Sands silently snaps Sands' neck. Metaton is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Do robots even feel pain? Like, thorns would barely do anything to Metaton. Like, okay, artificial intelligence cannot feel pain or emotions. So, this here is completely false. Froggett receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Yeah, and who knows, he could even be in his box form, in which case he's completely invulnerable to damage. Underfell Sands, Asgore, Kara, Metaton, and Mad Mew sleep in shifts. Why is Metaton going after everyone? He has serious problems. He misses Napster look so much that he'll just do anything. Undyne receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Toriel, Zenith Martlet, Jerry, and Froggett sleep in shifts. Toriel, Zenith Martlet, and Asgore unsuccessfully ambush Froggett, Underfell Sands, and Jerry, who kill them instead. Metaton, Kara, Undyne, and Mad Mew hunt for other tributes. Well, there you go. Underfell Sands and Kara hold hands. Froggett and Jerry hold hands. Undyne defeats Metaton in a fight but spares his life. What? You can't... He's invulnerable. You can't kill him. Mad Mew starts a fire. Metaton is falling into degeneracy for real. To be fair, yes. His AI has gone rogue and now he's committing terrible crimes. Cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, waters, and memoirs from the tributes' families. Jerry, Metaton, and Undyne successfully ambush and kill Underfell Sands, Froggett, and Mad Mew. Kara decides not to go. Kara's the smart one. Kara is really, really smart. Can we all agree? Oh, and now they're searching for firewood. Just like that. Metaton's pricked by thorns while picking berries. Again, what is it with Metaton and thorns? Like, do we just beat him to death with a thorny branch? Jerry stalks Undyne. Dude, imagine using thorns as a weapon. That would be so badass. Like, if you were able to hold it and you don't have much discomfort, you could easily use thorns as a weapon. That should be a weapon in the game. That should be a weapon. Metaton and Kara tell stories about themselves to each other. This just in. Metaton is a paedophile. Jerry decapitates Undyne with a sword. Kara steals from Jerry while he isn't looking. Metaton again with the thorns. Why the thorns? What is wrong with Metaton? I'm taking him out of the roster after this. This is just... Why? This is cursed. Torn notebook, more like Thorn notebook. Yeah, pretty much. Well, Undyne's dead. Jerry climbs a tree to rest. Metaton is awoken by nightmares. That's what you get, Metaton. You four-eyed freak. Kara loses sight of where she is. Metaton receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Kara receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Jerry dies of dysentery. Metaton's going to win, isn't he? Oh! The turnaround! Oh, look at that. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Kara severely injures Metaton and leaves him to die. The winner is Kara from District 1. W's for Kara. W's for Kara. Damn. Damn, I've heard of child murderers, but have you ever heard of a child murderer? So, who had the... What? Jerry had 10 kills? Jerry had 10 kills. How did Jerry get 10 kills if he doesn't do anything? And, of course, Kara did true pacifist until the very end, where it was... The only option was just to win. Just to kill Metaton. Get out of there. Underfell Sands had 6. Undyne and Frogget had 3. So did Metaton. 2 kills from Ad Mew Mew. Toby Fox, Asgore, Toriel Sands, and Distrust Sands had 1 kill. Wow. That was... Wow. I did not expect it to turn around so quickly. I totally didn't expect it. That was definitely something. It was cursed, but it was definitely something. Wow. I'm just speechless of how this actually went. Well, never doing that again. Okay, so let's recap. Where did Metaton start going rogue? Oh, this just covers the deaths. Oh, damn it. Yeah, Kara and Metaton basically slept together, and then Kara betrayed him. Dude, imagine. That's quite the turnaround. It sounds like a Darman video. Robot sleeps with human child. He instantly regrets it. No. Robot sleeps with human child. What happens next is shocking. Alright, let's get out of here. This is a very dangerous place to be in. This is a very, very dangerous place to be in. Let's not bring it up. Man, that was absolutely crazy. Oh. That was actually quite fun, I have to admit. One of these days I'm going to win the Hunger Games. One of these days. One of these days I'm going to win. Can't believe Jerry got 10 kills. Jerry is known for its high defense, but he have a special attack where he actually attack. True. Oh, I'm tired from all that reading. Gosh. Maybe I should stick... You know what? I should turn one of these into an animation slideshow. I should just animate all of these characters and have them go at it together. I think that would be very interesting to see. I could turn it into an entire story arc. Okay, no, I'm not going to do that. Not the one we just witnessed anyway. That would be, yeah, definitely too creepy. An image slideshow. Yeah, Kara versus Metaton. Kara leaps up in the air and kills Metaton in one hit. Little did Metaton know, he was messing with someone who was on the genocide route the entire time and only got one kill because they were being nice. Make your own AU. I tried that before and it went horribly and I don't want to talk about it. How am I doing? I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Man, even the amount of times I predicted who would win, like only the very last one ended up being semi useful. I bet Discord's flooding with... Oh god, we got predictions in my Discord server. Oh wait, no, this isn't my Discord server, this is UDCC. Someone shared a screenshot. Let me check my Discord actually real quick. What's the name of the website? It's Brainsteel. No, it's brantsteel.net. Hunger Games Reaping. You can search Hunger Games Simulator and you'll find it. The hell? You found it? Hey! Man. You never expected me to win that one game. I did not. I did not expect you to win that game. I did not expect you to win. I really didn't. Show you. Do I really want to show you guys my attempted fail at an AU? I mean, some of you know about it already. Try making an Undertale animation. I'm actually interested in wanting to make an Undertale animation, but... You know, it's a... it's quite a commitment. But if I want to make an Undertale animation, I want to make it worth it. Like, it has to be good, and I have to like it. You didn't get involved in the Hunger Game chaos. Hey, Ratch, if there's one thing you know, is that you don't like being thrown into bad situations. Have I ever tried making an AU? Not an OC, but an AU. No. Actually, yes. Yes, I have. I've been wanting to make a unique AU for well over a year now. But with a team of people. But we since switched over to something else because it just wasn't working out. Right, see you, Determined Human. Have a good one. Is it Tool? You know what? Fine. If I can find it, I don't even know if I still have it. I probably don't have it. If I can freaking figure out where it actually is. Isn't SR an original AU? No, it's an alternate timeline. There's a very, 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 very big difference between alternate timeline and alternate A universe. There's a very, very big difference. Where is it? I think it's this. Maybe. I'll have to wait for it to load up because it takes forever to load up. It's taking forever to load up. So just have fun and just stare at the background while I try and figure out how to get this damn thing to actually work. Oh, Windows Explorer. No, don't do this to me. Don't be a dick. Okay, thank you. Yeah. Back when I first made the demo for it, I released it with an installer that basically flagged itself. And inside it says, "Do not install this program. I'm warning you." Would you think any of the main routes in Undertale Yellow will be possible to no-hit? I predict that True Pacifist is the most likely possible. You remember this, you think? Well, yeah. Let me just... Why isn't it working? Hello. Are you working or are you being stupid? It's not freaking working, bro. What am I supposed to do? Do I have to, like... It's not showing in the... Fuck it. I'll just use window capture instead. That's no board. What's NG? NG is short for New Game Plus. Okay. This thing. If any of you remember this absolutely atrocious attempt at a full game, I am so sorry. How bad could it be? You know what? Let me show you. You overestimate how bad it was, but the Easter egg, for the full name Easter egg was... Full name Easter egg? I do not remember that. I basically forgot everything I ever put about this game. Apart from 2 fights, which, honestly, I kind of like. I mean, how your game shows you your username from the actual... Oh, the beginning part, yeah. You know what? I'd rather not dig down that rabbit hole. Anyway, difficulty menu. Right, so why does it say codename? It said codename because that was the username you were given in the Under games, which is what this game is based around. So you've got the normal difficulty, no hit, no death, and no hit, no death. For obvious reasons, we're going to stick to the normal mode. Ah, the Ratch drawings. There's my terrible attempts at trying to make all the titles in a row spell Undertale. But yeah. The game was originally going to come out in 5 chapters, but chapter 1 never saw the light of day. And also this game is cancelled, so you'll never see this game be made public, apart from what I'm showing you right now, obviously. Evening, Frisk. I have something for you in the kitchen. You are about to be met with choice. Your choices will have an impact on your gameplay based on your options. Choose wisely. Now, this was probably the most ambitious part of the whole project. For each choice you picked, it would affect your social status by a bit. And depending on which one you picked, it will change like your pleasure, your guilt, your shame, and all those factors. And when you got to the end of any run, it will check what your status is and assign you a score based on how human you are, basically. And yeah, each choice does result in different dialogue. Alright, Frisk, I'll see you in there. I know you'll love this. Of course, we're very skeptical. So yeah, we have a stat and we have cell. Cell doesn't even work. So you can see down there we have player stats. We have suspicion, guilt, skill, pleasure, and hatred. It's a lovely day outside. Birds are singing and flowers are blooming. You didn't even notice Frisk in the chair. Bro, how could you not? Ah, these rooms were made by, they were originally drawn by me, but I did have an artist called Crazy Soul who was kind enough to help work on this. So yeah, this is just Toriel's upgraded living room. So we have the pie, we have the Delta rune, and we have Asriel and Kara in a picture up there. It's a fireplace. It's empty. Oh, I forgot to take out that box. This room was never changed. Surprise! It's apple pie. Don't you like it? It's the only thing you ever cook. What? Frisk. You know that's not true, and you know it. You will eat this. And of course, it's very choice dependent. Can I play Delta Traveler? No. You got an apple pie slice. You already got a slice of pie. You don't want to get sick, do you? You're so tempted to take another slice. You got an apple pie slice. You have enough pie. And of course it just does that. Two slices? They'll get sick from that. Maybe I shouldn't give them this again. You're feeling bored. You decide to browse the Undernet, which still exists in the overworld apparently. An interesting ad appears and immediately catches your eye. You decide to click it out of curiosity, Very counterintuitive. Do not ever click ads. It takes you to a website. It's called Challenge Community. And guess where that came from? Guess where that came from? It reads as follows. Challenge Community. Registrations now open. Located at 35 Fall Road, Molovania. That's not a real address. I just thought it'd be funny to add a bit of detail to it. Nah, stream didn't end. We're still going. Hot singles in your area. Oh, dude. Winning participant gets a free trophy and 30,000 cash prize. The sight of this fills you with excitement. You get up to ask Toriel if you can register. Hey, Spectral Mary, you missed quite the spicy Undertale Hunger Games earlier. This is Tales of Underlegends. If you don't know, it's my failed attempt at a full game. And is the leading cause of many of today's conspiracy theories. Hello, Frisk. What is it? I got something for you, Mother. Oh, Frisk. What is it? The challenge community? What? I don't want that. Why would you give me such a stupid gift? Go to your room. Is only chapter 1 available or are all of them available? Chapter 1 wasn't even finished. So this only goes through like days 1 and 2 of chapter 1. There were meant to be 5 days in every chapter up to chapter 5, which was the last one. Don't disobey me, Frisk. You won't like it. Fine. We'll go back to our room then. Maybe I was too hard on them. I don't even know what this whole community thing is about. Maybe I should apologize. But I'll do some research first. Don't disobey me. The punch card, yeah. I actually added the punch card in as a joke at one point. And it actually worked. You feel guilty about asking Toriel. But you recollect your thoughts. You decide to do some research on the Undernet. You get out of bed willingly to do so. You decide to follow orders and stay put in your room. Of course, we don't want to get grounded after all. You open a browsing tab, hoping to find positive information. Your first search includes an article about somebody's review. It reads as follows. My experience in CC by Paul N. Not a real person. It has been 4 years since I joined the CC, and it has only recently just gone out of business. Well, that didn't age well. I registered for the tournament. I made it to the round of 8, but sadly didn't win. The players today have evolved, and it's impossible to compete with them. The people that were so accommodating, Mazina and Goop... Here we go. Mazina and Gubijal were the leaders of the group. Mazina has a strange reputation, but Gubijal was very sweet. He would often offer me tips on how to improve, along with his assistant, whose name I cannot remember. Now, this is referring to a different point in time before Gubijal and Angela met. So, more information is revealed about Mazina as the story goes on, but that's not revealed at any point in this demo. I'm going to miss that place, and I will return for sure if it reopens. But for now, I have to start the 10th grade. This work isn't going to complete itself. Below the post is a thumbs counter. It's... Syl is my real name? No, Syl is not my real name. You read the comments. Most of them are negative. You decide not to roam there anymore. You find another review. The CC Sucks by TL Winton. Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm going to tell you why CC sucks. You click off this review. You can't bear to read more of it. So we're on Twitter, basically. Yup. Frisk is on Twitter. Who would have known? You find another review. I wish the CC was back by an anonymous user. Hi. I'm writing this because I heard the CC shut down a week ago. I used to love working there, but now I'm completely useless. On the bright side, though, at least I'm still friends with my helpers. That wasn't actually Blue Key. It's an anonymous user for a reason. You have read reviews for so long, it's now nighttime outside. You decide that you have enough evidence to convince Toriel. You also feel tired. You decide to go to bed. Yeah, Ratch, see, I don't think anyone knew what they were getting into when they made for this, and I honestly regret this project so much. A faint call can be heard in the distance. You cannot resist the temptation to investigate. You decide to get out of bed. Sounds like a noise is coming from a building in town. Would you like to go and look? Nah. You try to go against your senses, but it's not enough. It's dark, but you can still see somehow. You feel dirty. Yep, this is our front yard. It's your mailbox. Only Toriel can handle this. Where are the encounters? That's coming up very, very shortly. Also, there was music for this segment, but for some reason it just doesn't work. The town is deserted. Everyone must be asleep. I have exams tomorrow and I didn't study. Bro, you need to study for your exams. Don't try and blindly guess everything. You feel afraid. The door is boarded shut. You hear breathing, but it's not coming from you. Okay, so this... I can't remember exactly what it said. I think it was someone's info center. From what I remember, anyway. You will, maybe. No, you definitely will study for your exams. The last thing I want to be held accountable for is someone failing their exam. Which, by the way, seeing as it's your choice and you turned up here, and I highly recommend you study, it's your fault. Okay, I completely forgot this happened. Friend or foe? Oh, hello. Sorry I scared you. I'm Angela. I was out taking a stroll and I heard noises. Yeah. None of this was very well edited in any way. Like, I've even done measurements with Semi, comparing the height of Frisk to Angela, and Angela in this game is 3 meters tall. 3 meters tall. At first I thought, oh, there was a robber on site. Foreshadowing. But it's just you. What's your name? Your name is Frisk? That's a nice name. You must be so confused. Luckily, I know how to survive. Here, let me teach you. Blood is 10 feet tall. Yeah, pretty much. So this is your battleground. Right. This UI. I personally like how the UI looks, but maybe not the sprites themselves. I think that goes against what I just said. This is where you'll fight your enemies. Down here, you have some options. Decisions are vital when being confronted. For example, you can fight or cast magic. I wouldn't advise it unless you're in a tough situation though. But if you manage it carefully, you should be fine. If you feel like you can settle it peacefully, talk with the enemy. Whereas it says action on the button. Sadly, not everybody listens. True story. But I'm sure you can find a way to calm them down. It's important to stay alive, which is why you have your items. Don't forget to use them, especially if your HP is low. I don't want another one of those to clean up. Yeah, she's the cleaner in this town. And lastly, there is the option to spare your foe. But not every enemy can accept mercy. Some of them will only beat you to a pulp. Should you wish to hit them, this is your target. The closer to the middle you aim, the more damage you'll do. So basically this teaches you how to play Undertale for those who have never played the original Undertale. Don't take too long or you will miss. Go ahead, try it on me, I won't mind it. eBay 2000. Okay, can somebody ban Michael Hushy for me, please? Where's the pellets? Angela doesn't have pellets. Angela's not evil. There's no mods. Fine, I'll do it myself. Ugh. This stupid thing. Right. Get out of here. Okay, right, so... yeah. Because there were multiple enemies, sometimes up to more than 3 at a time, it had to choose and select which one you were fighting. So yeah. 120 attack and 10 defense. She's teaching you the basics of battle. What? There's no need to hesitate. I'll be just fine. What is the blue eye? The blue eye is... well... she has different color eyes. Because she has heterochromia. So there you go. It was flashing red, but not the yellow one. That's that's due to color blending. Oh, perfect hit. She has Sans eye. Yes. I've never seen someone get a perfect hit on the first try. Have you done this before? Well, yeah, I have, obviously. Well, that's how to fight. Now let's try talking. Pretend that I'm your worst enemy. Excellent work. You are learning very well. And now, spare me. Nah, I'm gonna... just kidding. If you ignore her and either attack again or just continue to talk again, then she'll just get mad at you and just say, you know what, I've had enough. Well, I'll see you around. Take care, kid. Take this so you know where to find me. Of course, because she's your tutor. If I could rewind stream, I would watch the Hunger Games I missed. I think after this, I'm going to stop streaming anyway, so you'll be able to watch them. Umi, draw near! A depressed insect. You enlighten Umi. She seems to understand life better now. So there's the battles in this game. You don't like life. That's what Umi usually says. Umi's happy now. So, yeah. There we go. Good attacks for a first encounter. Thanks. Challenge community. It's real. This is the building you were telling Toriel about. The door is locked. You should probably go back home. Aww. Hey, you! Uh-oh, here comes trouble. Come here! To protect the world from devastate... Oh no, it's a robber. You are held at gunpoint. So this is a track made by Max Endo. Shoot or be shot. What happens if you murder? If you murder the robber, it just fades away. And your LB increases. If you're on a genocide run, you can one-shot it. So yeah. You tell the robber that there is no need to fight. The robber's defense fell. What are you doing out here? I actually quite like how I designed this fight. I think this is the only fight I actually like in the entire game. Robber doesn't know what's right and what's wrong. You tell the robber to put the gun down. The robber refuses. You know this place isn't safe at night. Robber doesn't know what's right and what's wrong. A meme encounter, I don't remember that, seems that convincing won't do any more good. All you can do is either stall or fight. Well, of course. People like me are around. But does that mean any of us are cool? No! You try to scream, but you know that will attract the wrong kind of attention. Like the rest of us, I gave up. What kind of a person would rob a kid who has 0 G though? Bro, the robber doesn't know that. The robber doesn't know that. And so, I stopped being nice. By the way, that bar in the corner, DT, is determination. If you grind enough without getting hit, if you get 100% DT without all the time without getting hit, if you get hit, it halves. So if you do that, then you can press spacebar to enable DT, and that will make you stronger. You'll take less damage from attacks, basically. How bad is 20 damage and no invincibility frames? Very bad. Only to be betrayed. You try to scream, but you know that will attract the wrong kind of attention. What are you doing? Why are you... And also the lower that Robber's HP is, the faster the attacks will be. What? Why aren't you fighting? Frisco's 5G technically. True, from Umi. Why won't you fight? I cannot keep up this rubbish any longer. You have convinced me enough. I will spare you, kid. That means I don't have to kill you. Just get out of my bloody sight. This is kind of long for the first boss, not gonna lie. Well, so is Toriel, but you're not complaining. Just kidding. Well, what are you doing? I've got places to be. So we let a robber run free, which made us feel guilty, of course, and we're suspicious of what it's doing. So... Pyram approached. You offer to solve one of Pyram's puzzles. Pyram let go of their problems. There we go. We got another 5 gold. Also, I added Frisk dance for the funnies. You let a robber run free. How does that make you feel? Regardless, you cannot sleep. You really want to join the challenge community, but Toriel won't let you. You're filled with hatred. That doesn't affect your status, though. Just saying you're filled with it doesn't mean it affects your status. Morning, Frisk. Did you sleep well? You had a nightmare about a bad guy? Beats me. I once had nightmares about someone. That someone being Asgore. It was bad. Anyway, I wanted to have a talk with you about something. See me in the living room. Ah, you're ready. Take a seat. I just love this sequence. Remember that place you told me about? The Challenge Con or something? Well, I did some research about that place. It moved here from another continent. And I remember you being able to handle danger without any assistance. And while I do find it a bit risky, I've decided I will take you there. On one condition, though. Don't get up to anything stupid. Understand? I know the place. How could you possibly? Doesn't matter. We'll take a look today. Meanwhile, get that dirt off you. I really hope you didn't sneak out again. Yeah, if you look closely, when it said you feel dirty, that's why. You's got the muds. You look in your drawers for fresh clothes. For some reason, they're all the same. Despite this, you're obligated to choose. What one we picking then, chat? What one we picking? I'm going to go turn on some lights while you fill your answers. You just got a feeling like something's about to happen, but you don't know what. Pair 3, pair 4. 4? Okay, pair 4. Let's do it. You chose the blue outfit. It's slightly stained. Dirtiest new trend, don't change. I should have added that option. That would have been funny. You feel clean. You are ready for restoration at the challenge community. You're filled with determination. Frisk, I'll be waiting outside for you when you're ready. And we've just dumped up dirty clothes over here. And out we go. You ready, Frisk? Let's go. You know, Frisk, I have a good feeling about this. What do you think? I'm excited. That's nice to hear. I'm excited too. This is going to be great. So we get 2 pleasure for that one. These cutscenes. These took so long to make. Because it was my first time creating cutscenes and I had no idea how to make them. This is it? Honestly, I was expecting a bit more than this. Well, we've only seen it from the outside. You get out here and I'll go park. You're just dumping your child there while you find a way to park. So weird. Ready? Hello, I am Toriel. Is this where we register? Just imagine walking into a building and seeing that. Standing at a reception desk. The blue one is here. He blued himself. Yes. Leventis. That's not his name, is it? I remember I chose a different name for this character. Excellent. What do we do? I give you a form. And what? Fill it in. I chose a different name for this character, but I don't actually remember who it actually is. Sounds simple enough. Before I give form, I introduce myself. I'm Lino, that's it, Lino, not Leventis, Lino. I'm helper at CC. Well, it's nice to meet you, Lino. You too. I just forgot to change the name above the head. I was going for like a standard RPG kind of feel. Here's the form. Sit down there, then fill in. I'll be back in a minute. Just slides away. Well, Frisk, get signing. Welcome to the challenge community, run by GLA. This one has been sponsored by Mercedes. If you know, you know. This form will allow you to register and be subject to tournament participation. Some of the practices may result in minor damage. No fatal cases have been recorded over 21,600 people. Please fill in your details. You fill out all of your details. You done, Frisk? Let's hand it in. Done? Yes, we are. Good. I'll take that. It's mine now. Welcome. Just like that? Yes. Follow me. Where's the plot twist? Not until chapter 4. Which unfortunately is never going to be made. TOUL. It's Tales of Underlegends. This was a failed attempt at a full game that I was trying to make. And honestly, I really, really hate it. But someone asked to see it, so here they are. Gee, I cannot take this. Lino, you were doing so well. Just leave it to me. Sorry about him. He's strange. How come? Well, he's a nuisance. He likes playing with levers. Lino's not gassed. No, I'll tell you about it later. Why he does that, I'm not sure. Enough about him. Let's talk about you. Oh yeah, sorry. I'm Goobijal, but you can call me G. Sorry, could you break that down for us? Oh, my bad. It's a tricky one. It sounds like Goopy Jewel. A goopy jewel. Guys, it's a goopy jewel. Who would have known? That's going to take some getting used to. Anyway, I'm the leader of this building. Here, let me show you around. I feel like the hate is fueled by a lot of the drama. Besides the OCs dominating the story and the goofy desktop username, it's really not that bad, in my opinion. It has charm. You know, Rise, that actually means quite a lot coming from you. I don't know how to feel for that one. I'm afraid. I'm sorry. Here is the stage. Though parties here do not happen often, it's reserved for a disco next week by an anonymous group. I'd hate to imagine who that would be. Last time we had one, I had to clean up 43 paper cups. But now, the stage is used for spectating. There is a big sheet behind it to monitor progress on the tournaments. Makes me happy seeing people play. How does this work? I'll explain it later. If you ever feel like training or challenging yourself without risk, then you can use this Undergames PC. All programming done by me. I'm proud of the games I did for it. Sadly, nobody was interested in this. Well, that didn't age well, did it? I hope you can seek it. You're good in my book. The robber fight is original. Some of the character and dialogue designs are genuinely cool. I get the idea of Frisk being a normal kid, not some fabled hero. That changes around chapter 2. That changes in chapter 2. Well, what I had planned for chapter 2 anyway. Sorry for the question, but do I love my channel character? Which one? Which one are you talking about? Well, in general, no. I don't. I just put them there because I thought they looked nice. So there you go. That's it. I'll touch up on that actually in a little bit. I'm sorry, what is Undergames? Haven't you heard? Undergames is now the training ground for challenge runners and casual players alike. While playing, you can earn UP to spend on cosmetics and in-game power-ups. What does UP stand for? Okay, this is an old joke. I can't remember exactly what this is based on, but I think something happened and it was abbreviated to UP, and Toriel would be aware of it. So I thought that was a funny... Underpants? No, not underpants. that honestly would be more funny than whatever this was. Oh man. On second thought, never mind. What? I'm not interested. Well, it's nothing harsh. It stands for underpoints. It's funny actually. Someone thought it meant underplot instead. That's... What? Moving on. Underplot. That was not it either. Mazina. My lost sibling. Mazina is my sibling. We went out one day and had this picture taken. But that same day, I came home alone. I tried calling Mazina by phone, email, and had a search conducted. But nothing was found. All I have to remember Mazina by is this picture. I'm sorry. So, you can see on the frame that Vigil cranberry cries one dialogue box and then stone face the next. I was trying to match emotion to this. So yeah. The thing you see on the right next to Mazina is a tear in the page. And there's a very good reason why that happened. I'm sorry. Don't worry about it. At least. Well, let's move on. Oh yeah, this room. This is my friend's training room. I think she's in there right now. I'll check. Hello? There's someone I'd like you to meet. I want you to take a guess as to who's behind that door. Guess who's behind that door? You cannot hear a word through the door, but it is a voice you recognize. To the surprise of absolutely nobody, it's her again. Skibbity toilet. No! Don't bring that in my thing. This is already cursed enough. Don't do that, please. Hello, Frisk. You've both met before. Yes, last night in the street. Fancy seeing you here. Well, glad you two got along. Thank you, Angela. Quick question. Are you in the middle of training? No, I just finished. Do you think you should show Frisk around your training room? Because I'm not allowed in there after I messed up with your leg press. So, the leg press... Gubijal once went in there as a prank and superglued the leg press down. Sure, if that is fine with her. The name's Toriel. If that is fine with Frisk, then... Come on then, Frisk. Let's go. Or even as a leg press. It's something in a gymnasium that It's like rowing, almost, but it's basically how much weight you can press just by using your legs. So there you go. Well, time to verify the form. Are you alright? No. I told Frisk that if they snuck out again, I would ground them. Well, I'm pretty sure they can take care of themselves if they're doing that. Still mad. Just go and do your form thing already. How incredibly rude. Here it is. My training room. Is he her brother or one of her siblings? They're just friends. Well, Angela's under the impression that they're just friends, but that's not what Goobidge's intention was. I'll explain later, as I've said. So, yeah, this is a little gymnasium. We have treadmills. Can't even check them. Those are my deadlift bars. I don't use those for bodybuilding. I just use them to strengthen my powers. Don't ask how, it just works. That's my leg press. Goobidge was playing with it the other day. Literally super glued the platform. Oh, it is mentioned in-game then. Okay, I thought it wasn't. So I banned him from using this room. At least I can train in peace now. Yeah, Goobidge would often sit in here and blurt music out loud. Like, really loud. Those are my dumbbells. You're too weak to lift them. Too surprised. That's my fridge. I like frozen water the best. Soda just isn't for me. I've had problems. I think that's a detail I never really covered or even thought about. That's my bench. Useful for resting or pumping iron with the dumbbells. Bro sits on their PC playing video games. Obviously, they're too weak. True. That's my training dummy. Undyne didn't want it anymore, so I use it for target practice. It's beaten up, but it has superpowers. It's invincible. Do you want to practice? Okay, go. So here you can, well, target practice, pretty much. And yeah, this dummy is actually invincible, so you can't kill it. Isn't this a gaming center? Yes, but this, as I've said, Angela is, okay. Goobidge is the one who handles the events. Angela is the health and safety manager in this place. She trains, obviously, to maintain her strength, and, yeah, that's all I really ever thought about for this. You're up to speed now. So yeah, you can use determination, and that doesn't really affect your damage, unfortunately. Chess boxing, the guys play Shanghai Vania boxing. Angela's training dummy. Can't be destroyed. Used for target practice. You can actually use this to practice quads, yes. And that's how you get out of battle, because you can't kill it. That's me! We went to Ebbet Cliff, and I had this picture taken while I was there. I remember seeing a strange figure walk by me that day. I could never figure out who it was. Still creeps me out today. That figure being a bloodied Mazina. You done looking? Yes. Feel free to come back anytime. Here's the spare key. Just don't give it to Goobidge. What's up, Frisk? Can I train in your room, please? Why would you want to right now? I'm just about to lock up. And no, you can't go in when I'm not around. For your own safety. How did you meet? Me and Goobidge? We met one day when he took a walk. He was really sweet that day. And since we're identical, we became friends. If there is one thing I want him to stop doing, is scouring through my dresser. Okay, this is where it gets interesting. So, Angela has a sleepwalking problem. And she often doesn't know it. So, Remember, guys, always give a spare key to your room to a kid you literally met just yesterday. So Angela has a sleepwalking problem, and whenever she wakes up, her room is a total mess, as you can see here. So, yeah, Goobijal has nothing to do with it. Goobijal's not a creep, guys, don't worry. I wake up every morning and there is a mess. I always have to clean it up since he denies everything. Well, too right he does, because he didn't do it. He thinks I sleepwalk. I don't. At least I hope not. Do you know Mazina? Mazina? Goobijal says that name often, though I have no idea who that is. I do know that they were partners, at least until now. Well, that was awkward. Hang on, Frisk. Wait here a minute. And now, for the Grand Tournament Finals, please welcome Morris and As soon as I get rid of this dialogue box. As soon as I get rid of this dialogue box. Oh, God, no! Well, the Moros sprite is fine, I think. But the Harry sprite is not. If you two would kindly follow me, please. You saw two people you don't recognize. You feel strange. Okay, I was trying to copy Harry's profile picture at the time, and that's just how it ended up being. This is our first final since we reopened, ladies and gents. Hopefully this is going to be a good one. So last time, we played Hop the Gaps. Who's a transphobe? Let's not worry about that too much. This game is called Dodge Drops. It's brand new to our selection, and we're proud of it. What happens is that each tile will light up and then try to drop a capsule on top of the person if they're standing on it. Each hit deals 3 points of damage. Whoever drops to 0 first loses. Are you ready? Round 1, begin! Yeah, it's still going. Yeah, I agree. His profile picture from Five Nights at Freddy's? Friday Night Funkin' suits him a lot more. Harry has a skill issue. Or does Moros? It would be funny if Harry uses Luigi strats. Harry no hits by doing absolutely nothing. Actually, that gives me an idea. And the winner of the round goes to Moros. Can Harry snap back? We shall see in round 2. Begin! Oh, they both know hitting. Oh, Moros takes a hit. You know, Moros actually cheats in this. He often goes onto the space where Harry is, and normally you can't do that. Talk about nerves, am I right? A tie. In this event, nobody wins. Well, let's try again. Sudden death, begin. I actually like how I designed this segment. I think this is probably my most favorite segment in the entire game, because it's unique and it's interesting, at least from what I think anyway. What I think I could have done better, though, is manage how the computers play the game. And in this part, actually make it so you can speedrun this and not have to rely on RNG to get world record. And Harry wins. Huge congratulations. You can come out now. And they just sat back. So tell us, Harry, how does it feel to win our first ever grand finals? It's unreal. I've been in this tournament since the digital one started. Hence, the connection. And now I'm winning a physical trophy. The feeling is spectacular. Thanks for holding this. No problem. We hope to see you again soon. Please give a huge round of applause for Harry. Stock sound effect. Thanks for turning up, everyone. It has been an honor to provide you the first Under tournament. Next week, we will hold a new tournament. Don't miss it. Rise? What are you implying? Sorry about that, Frisk. I was just holding the finals while you were with Angela. What do you think? This sucks! Then why did you come here? No, not that. Come on, I was mocking his face. Oh. Yeah, I was thinking about, Don't worry, I wasn't thinking about anything stupid. I guess not everybody likes this experience. Well, we'll be closing up soon. Have fun with the Under games, if you want. See you again, Frisk. And Angela's just gone. Yeah, you can still talk with her. Right, now for the Under games. There's a PC here. A note reads as follows. Under games. Practice your skills. Will you play? Yes. You decided to play. Yeah, that profile picture... Yeah, I thought it would be fun to include. So yeah, I think this is the part that pretty much only... What? Hey, no, you do not. I think this is everyone's favourite part about this game, from what I could discover. So we have Last Breath, Flappy Soul, Jevel's Chaos, Your Best Nightmare, and Teacup Catcher. I think Teacup Catcher is the best of the games, because that's the one I spent the most time on. And Your Best Nightmare is, well, it's literally just a recreation of the Omega Flowey fight. It's just like early Sills Collection games. That's a good point, actually, yes. I guess you can consider it as such. And wow, the chromatic aberration is really high. Lost his hands, pretty much. I actually like how I went with this recreation, but at the same time, I feel like I could have done better. No quadruple fly trap? Nah. Well, it's possible. No, actually, once one fly trap spawns, another one cannot spawn until that one's gone. So... Holy crap, those are fast. Will I show you Bobbert? There's already a video about it, and this looks like mobile port flower. He's so true. And also, if you're wondering what that ring is around all of these things, that's the underpoints. If the more you graze, the more underpoints you get. But you had to be really close to getting hit. Like, really, really close. Bobbert is a character from what? Yeah, it kind of just exists. Like, I got the idea for this from a mod that Lexi was doing to the original Omega Flowey called Flowey Reimagined. It wasn't my intention to directly copy the whole thing. It just ended up being this, because I had to recreate everything from scratch. Hence why you can't see more than one fly trap at any given time. I actually don't even know if this is no-hittable. I think I did ask her about it, but I don't think she ever did the no-hit on this fight. But who knows? Maybe it's just theoretically possible. And look what you can't do! You cannot camp! It looks easy enough to no-hit. You know what? I think I should revive Blue Zenith in this and post it out there. Like, this is going to be the Sill's old collection of things. Or better yet, I just port them over to the other collection of things. It looks no-hittable, but keep a classic tab in your collection of things. You know what? Yeah, I think instead of the bonus games being done in waves, I think these should be done in waves. I just copy them over and port them there. So we got classic, bonus, and normal. Those dentatas are feisty. Yeah, it's much harder. So if you're up top, then you can expect to get hit. And this is actually a feisty gun as well. It's really, really fast. But that's why I left the soul speed up. Yeah, if the gun is fast, you will be too. Do they even copy the slowdown? I think this is my favourite of the games. Jevel's Chaos is good, but not the best. Yep, no healing in finale. I might change that if I do port this over. It's actually quite fun to play this, actually. Yeah, I was trying to add that to make it more impactful, but I guess I overdid it. This, of course, is not done. Last Breath is literally just a recreation. Flappy Soul is inspired by... Well, actually, it's an Undertale version of a game made by a friend of mine called Flappy Curve. Devil's Chaos, I think everyone's already seen that. Teacup Catcher. I actually really like this game. I remember like loading up the project file for this game so I could just play this. Because I actually really like it. So the aim of the game is just to keep catching these orbs. You can get combos and you can even get high scores. I think my highest score on this is about 2,000. It starts out slow, but it gets a lot faster, and it's a lot harder to recover your HP when that happens. I did try making an autoplay for this, and oh yeah, after 100 you get yellows. And I believe after 200 you also get reds. So, yeah. I'm not going to sit here and play this because I know that's just going to bore you. So I'll just leave you to play it whenever I get this. This thing working. So we have modifiers over here. Of course we have no heal, no hit, easy mode, and all of these. Which you can buy in the UEU over here. Of course, there's a pseudo Angela here. And how long do I plan on going? Until I make it to the end of the demo. We're not that far off. Not that far off it. And then I'm going to do myself some dinner. So yeah, let me tell you some stories about this this part of the game here. So when you get to chapter 5, after you finish and then come back, Angela won't be here because in chapter 4, Angela hides away in the simulation chamber because Gibijal actually is a murderer. He murdered Mazina. That's known towards the end of chapter 3, where he tells Angela, quote unquote, the truth. And so Angela hides away, thinking of staying there forever. And then Frisk tells her to come out. She does that, but an explosion ultimately kills her. And then in chapter 5, Gubijal goes away to a distant island, and that's where the final boss lies. So, there you are. Anyway, enough about Oh! I forgot about this! Oh, hello, Frisk. What's up? Can you play a song? What? Is it because of my trumpet? Oh, sorry, I don't actually play music. I just carry it around as a form of distinction. Sorry for disappointing you. I'm -2 pleasure. -2 pleasure because you can't hear that thing happening. Oh! What? God damn it, Chris, where the fuck are we? I totally forgot about this. I totally forgot about this. I totally forgot I added this in here. Well, looks like we're in some kind of hospital. Wait, someone's here. We can ask them for directions. Hold up. This person looks familiar. This is a reference to Delta Traveler, if you didn't know. Aren't they going to say anything? To this day, quiet people still piss me off. Come on, Chris, let's get the fuck out of here! Sorry, kid. +5 suspicion. That didn't even matter anyway. There's a bowl of fruit here. The sign says, take one. Will you? Yes. You took a piece of fruit. You didn't like it, so you put it back. But for some reason, they look familiar. You done? Excellent. Tell me all about your time in there on the way home. What does that mean? That fruit bowl is a reference to Merg. And there was also another secret in there, where if you frisk dance by the stage for about 3-4 minutes, I think, then a dance show pops up. So Frisk, how was it? Mixed opinions so far. Understandable. You've only been there for a day, so a lot can change in the span of a day. +1 suspicion. Anyway, remind me tomorrow to take the car down to the garage. There's something wrong with it, but I'm not sure what. Actually, I'll set an alarm on my phone. That way, I don't forget. It's your PC. Do you want to use it? Yes. You sit down to use it. Wow, that is an elaborate... that is an elaborate desktop. Here's an email from CCGLA. It's from Challenge Community. Dear Frisk, thanks for registering with us. Your application has been accepted, and you're subject to participation. Your first opponent will be Cool Skeleton 95. Arrive tomorrow in the morning to commence your first ever bracket with us here at the CC. We look forward to seeing you there. It's yours sincerely, Goobagel Silver. Obviously. Obviously it has to be. Yeah, not likely. Alright, watch this. Watch this. This is freaking funny. I forgot to add like Ratch CV into here. Oh, yeah, because at the time I was trying to get something out and I forgot to put some names in here. This is partly based on real events. Some characters and events depicted in this film are fictitious. Yeah, but there you go. And yeah, if we go to the achievements, looky what we got here. We got achievements. Determined. Show you are powerful with determination. Witchcraft. Cast a magic spell. You don't get to use magic until late in chapter 1. Complete a pacifist run. Complete a neutral run. And genocide, of course. Uncanny Airport. Beat the secret boss. You know who that is. Defeat Papyrus in battle without attacking. How is that possible? Hit every shot in the middle of the target for maximum damage. Do a no-hit in any undergame, except Teacup Catcher or Flappy Soul, because those are endless and the only way out of them is to die. Complete the game without using any items. Route is your choice. Do a no-hit of any boss. I'm serious here. Do a no-hit of Chapter 1. Do you think you can do it? Find the missing frog. Okay, so this is where we get to the references. This is a reference to Shay. I planned to put a reference to Shay in here. So on like day 4, there were 2 frogs standing outside a lounge, I think. And Shay is nowhere to be seen, and you can see him hiding in the bush. And then you divert him back, and they give you a reward for it. A magic spell. Find Alphys' missing book. Connection with Deltarune. It was a school book. Find Angela's missing... Okay. This is where some of the misconception comes from. So Angela's missing... Okay. At some point in the story, before she goes missing, Angela had ordered herself a Supreme Drip outfit. And for some reason, it never turned up. And so it was scattered all across town. So that Supreme Drip outfit is what went missing. Not her normal clothes, don't worry. Oh, God, no. Ugh. Got that in my head now. Help Grilby renovate his bar. Again, another Angela-related quest. Get the hidden ending. There was a secret ending you could get with the secret boss, which I'll probably show later. Unlock every achievement, not this one included. Right, let's see if I can get into the alleyway. I think that's the last thing I want to show off before I stop. Oh look, Undergames. What the hell? No! It froze! No! Now I need to remember where it installed itself. Windows. No, not in Windows. You fool. I am the developer. Oh, it's in here. Yeah, there's the alleyway, and I think there was some... Yeah, you know what? Let me just do this here. So we're going to have to be sitting here for about 3 minutes to get this to happen. It's a reference to when I tweeted this game to Merg, and he had his eyes open and he said, "Frisk dance opportunity." So then I thought, why not make an Easter egg that's tied to that? And so here we are today. You just have to be frisk dancing here for quite a while. Something will happen, I promise. It's just going to take a while. Okay, so I'll tell you about the hidden ending while I'm doing this. In the hidden ending, if you do check on the secret boss enough, then eventually everything will go weird. And, oh, here we go. Everything will go weird, and Frisk and Jubigel will be traumatized. Angela's in the spider tower, so she'd be eaten alive, and then ultimately, Gubijal commits suicide. It's the darkest ending in the chapter. What was I smoking while doing this? I wasn't smoking anything. And this will loop indefinitely until you stop frisk dancing. Wait, was I sniffing? No, I wasn't sniffing or smoking anything. I was not on any drugs. This was just fueled with whatever I had in my imagination at the time. Harry's just looking at... Harry's just standing there. Looking at Frisk and thinking, what the hell are they doing? Also, I have some good news for you. One of the secret bosses from this will be returning for the collection of things. This was Tales of Underlegends. And if I let go, it stops. So, yeah. There you go. That's Tales of Underlegends. What everyone saw of it. There's so many unused things in this. And honestly, I'm not very happy about it. But as an attempt to make a full game, I think it was a good try. It was a really good try. But it's just never going to get finished. Insanely cursed game. Angela's invisible. Just stays there. Okay, that's enough. Alright, well, that was fun. Kinda. I think I'm going to get off now and then just go make some dinner because I have been streaming for nearly 4 hours. So, yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, and moderators, cheers for showing up and moderating. It was a great try. Even as I am back, I'm still waiting for the Her Saga. Where is the Her Saga still? Where is it? The Her Saga is Her Saga. That's it. But yeah, this project has just been sitting in limbo for well over a year now. And it's a cancelled game, so it will not get finished. Anyway, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you another time. Peace.